What a spectacular setting for this year's Montana's Brier. There's the marina right in Kelowna, and we're downtown here for championship weekend on TSN.
18 teams started, only 4 remain, all dreaming of a championship in Kelowna. The Montana Brier continues.
It's time for the show. Forget everything that you know. It's impossible to resist. You ain't seen nothing like this.
Only a few steps away from Lake Okanagan, you cross the road and you find us. There is Prospera Place, home to the Kelowna Rockets in the Western Hockey League. Right now they're on an 8-game road trip, so we can bring you the Brier, and what a matchup. Jacobs, Carruthers, must win, and that's next here on TSN. Coming inside the building, as always, glad you're watching our coverage right here on TSN. Brian Mutrick with you. And this building was built back in 1999, and there's some Brier droughts going back a long way as well. If you look to Brad Jacobs, he hasn't won since 2013 in Edmonton. And Fareed Carruthers, he hasn't won since 2011, and that was with Jeff Stoughton back in the day. So all these years later, you know, teams and faces have changed, but the desire to win that tankard is still oh so strong for all these players. We got down to 6 teams when it came to the playoffs. That all began yesterday, and it was 2 great friends going head-to-head. Carruthers, McEwen. And you know, Mike McEwen last year wearing that Saskatchewan jacket made it all the way to the final. Here in 6. Needs a big shot, but devastating. Look at that. The shooter, the other yellow, right through. And 2 remain. Oh, he can't believe it. So tough to watch. A steal of 2, and Carruthers moves on 6-4 as he has another life to compete today. How about Nova Scotia and Jacobs, Alberta? Last night, Owen Purcell, first time ever here, rookie skip. What a great job done by him and his teammates. However, so much experience on this team. They played in big games, the championships, and look at this touch shot. Jacobs in 7. A little tap, and he'd eventually run them out of rocks. In a nice moment, Purcell said, you know, Brad gave him the time of day, mentored him. Nice little exchange there. Purcell, great experience, but he can't knock down the champ from back in 2013. How good is this? Down to the Final 4. So Gushue Dunstone, that's later tonight. Winner right to the final. Loser that game down to the semifinal. What a quarterfinal matchup next. Remember last year, Jacobs Carruthers were teammates in Regina, and now they go head-to-head. With more, Vic Rauter.
Hello, Canada. So good to be with you. Joe Russ. We'll hear from Kathy again when she rejoins us at the Men's Worlds in Moose Jaw. We're down to these final 4. Anything surprise you?
I mean, those top 3 teams, we expected them to be here. And what a story for Fareed Carruthers. Everything is coming together for them at the right time.
When you talk about this Jacobs team, they admit against Team Canada Gushue, they may have been a little tight. Call it the Gushue factor, but it was a really nice bounce back for them against Nova Scotia.
And most importantly here, Vic, Brad Jacobs snaps a 10-game losing streak in the playoffs. Such a strong round-robin performance. They need to carry that through to today.
And here they are from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, making their way into this sold-out building of just more than 5,300, the team of Brad Jacobs. If anything, the game yesterday, or the game against Gushue, proved it's all about rock positioning and line calling.
Gushue was in big trouble in that game in the 5th, 6th end, and he just gets the rock in the good spot, forced Jacobs to take on the double. He made the double, jammed it, 3-point swing, and that's all it takes at this level.
As Brian mentioned, that Jacobs was with Carruthers last year, and then up and left to go to Alberta. It's forced this Carruthers team to really spend their whole year reconstructing, and their last reconstruction was just before the provincials. They are not razzled, they are not dazzled, they just hard-working team.
They're gritty, they're not pretty, Vic. It's been like that all along. BJ's obviously helped this team a lot, but the provincials, they escaped to get here, and 5 of their games this week they've won on the last shot. They just managed to make the right shot at the right time, and that's all Reed Carruthers. He's the best strategist in the business. He's making the right move at the right time.
So that is the game coming up. It is Jacobs against Carruthers.
It is now my great pleasure to introduce you to Team Alberta Jacobs. Lead, Ben Hebert. Second, Brett Gallant. Third, Mark Kennedy. And the skip, Brad Jacobs.
And now the team from the Granite Club in Winnipeg.
And now please welcome Team Manitoba Carruthers. Lead, Carter Negevin. Second, Callan Schneider. Third, B.J. Neufeld.
And his line calling makes them a much different team.
And the skip, Reed Carruthers.
We're looking forward to a wonderful afternoon, but it is must win.
All right,
The
players, if you
quarterfinal,
could please-
Montana's Brier, is coming up.
Winning the Brier multiple times for me, more than anything, would just be a relief, which would be fantastic.
Can you move it far enough? Oh, and it looks like he did, so there was enough room.
It would be extremely special for me to take this crew of guys into that championship game and earn ourselves a chance to stand on top of the podium.
Bring it over, straighten it out. Oh my goodness, now sit down for the win.
Great team shot.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
Beautiful Prospera place, and we have to say and shout out thank you to some 350 volunteers who've really come across, some of them from across Canada, to be here and volunteer at this year's Montana's Brier. It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Jacobs team, they hail from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, skipped by Brad Jacobs and backed up by Ben Hebert, Brett Gallant, and Mark Kennedy. The Manitoba champions, number 10 in our country, from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg, with Reed Carruthers, Connor Negevin, Catlin Schneider, and B.J. Neufeld. Jacobs went perfect in round robin, 8 straight. So he gets the last rock. He gets the color choice, and so he's elected to play the Reds. The yellows belong to Carruthers, and he's already out and has the brush down to get us underway in this must-win quarterfinal. The Manitoba lead is Connor Negevin.
I think that's max.
You just know we're in for a good one here. One of the big reasons is the Greg Owasco team and the ice conditions. Joe, it's been phenomenal every single draw, other than when there was a bit of frost on top of it.
Yeah, they've worked so hard bringing in the dehumidification system. They've touched up the rocks, all kinds of tweaks. The arena ice, it's a living, breathing thing. And now only one sheet in play. I always found playing in these games, it can be a little bit different. Sometimes a bit faster, sometimes a little bit more curl.
Yeah, almost every time. You're absolutely right. To the corners gets really greasy fast, and the place is virtually full here now, and all that body heat too. It can make it a little slicker with a little more air temperature.
Good. Curling a bit.
So to the corner they go, and it's time for the keys to the game. Let's start with Carruthers.
Go for it without, if you're Reed Carruthers. Jacobs will take some risk because of the quality of this team with Hammer, and that could be your chance to get a steal at one point in the game. That's how Gushu won the game against Jacobs. And read the room. Only be aggressive when Reed Carruthers feels his team's ready to be aggressive. You can't force it.
We're like,
tighter line, Cat.
Whoa, no. Doesn't need to knife. Let this one sit. Let this one sit.
It's good. Just a 3.
Whoa. I still want to guard this. Whoa.
okay, good shot.
Good.
Nibbling forefoot?
All right, the keys now for Brad Jacobs.
Well, Mark Kennedy, such a strong third. I want to make his mark on the game today. He had a little bit of a struggle against Team Guju in their loss yesterday. It turns out he had a little bit of a mismatched rock, so looking for him to be back to form today and keep it loose. Brad Jacobs himself admitted that they got a little bit tense in their loss to Team Canada. They just need to do what they do, and they'll be on the right side of it today.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Scotties Facial Tissue. Unleash the Scotties.
Whoa. You're by. Off.
A little rugby.
Sit, baby.
And by they are, and maybe peeking a little bit now on that wide out turn side.
How's that for curl? There's your extra curl, Joe, right there. Look, it went around that rock virtually on the center line. If the tight yellow wasn't there, it's wide open. It's still quite gettable here if Catlin can get the speed right.
Catlin Schneider now in a third different province. Of course, originally from Saskatchewan. He is from Edenwald, and last year skipped BC in Regina, went 4-4, and now this year, when Jacobs left this team, he was brought in to be the import on this team.
Keep going to stop. All the way to stop. Nice.
I thought they were actually playing the tap there, but it's a really good result.
I was kind of thinking you're in, Brett. Or do you like the out?
I like the out.
Okay, sounds good. Looks like 2/3.
Yep. Station with this one, Benny.
Yep.
More and more teams are playing these run backs across the face. The shooter won't roll quite as far, but with the speed that Gallant can kick out of the hack, it's not really a problem.
Yep. Whoa!
And they're happy to keep his shooter in play as long as it kind of spills off to the corner.
Real close. Yeah, good shot. Real nice.
Sit. Just like that. Wow.
Opens up that center line.
Great. It's awfully good. It's good.
Well, you're now familiar, of course. It's the 5-rock rule. 10 ends. You have to play a minimum of 9 on the championship weekend. 38 minutes thinking time. 1 60-second timeout. And, of course, that no-tick rule. Put that center guard on the center line. Cannot be touched until the 5th stone has been played.
Whoa. Easy. Yep.
Shooter. Oh, boy.
Very nice.
A little separation there. It's up to you guys.
It's accuracy you don't always see in the first end. Where exactly to put the broom on those peels. Sometimes it's hard to connect the first down the path there, especially out in the wings.
10.5. Going for a thick half.
Yesterday, remember, against Team Canada, it was Jacobs also that had the last rock, but the hammer flipped immediately, and Guju got it back in the second. That is still the best. That's come down a little bit. They were in their 60% scoring 2 or more with last rock at one point.
Sit, Red.
And
Really nice,
will
Brett.
it sit?
Oh, what a shot.
And it sure does.
Boy, Marcy treated some nice curling here right off the bat.
Pretty tasty.
They had to protect not to jam that, leave the yellow in play, and he just hung it on the corner.
Double there, Russ?
Yes, it is. Well, you know, your first shot of the game, it's not a gimme, but it's the angle's there all day.
Curl.
1 and 2. Not only a terrific line caller, great thrower, BJ Neufeld.
Normal. Normal, Mark. I like normal out here, guys. No messing around.
How many hit and rolls have we seen Reed make this week? And that's Neufeld's line calling for sure.
Yeah, which is really impressive. Only a few events under their belts together. This is their second one as a team. They played their provincials. Like, to be able to read Reed's releases and where he's sliding and his tendencies, it's a skill that takes years to develop usually.
Up boy, Mark.
Once again, here's Brian.
Vic, it's amazing how we all grow up and mature over the years, and that includes the skip, Brad Jacobs. I talked to him before the championship about taking over this new team, and specifically he talked about his relationship with Ben Hebert. He said, for years, I tried to not like Ben. He said he'd never be a teammate of Ben's. He said Ben made it easy for us to not get along, but all those years later, he said he has not been more impressed with his lead right now. He said our kids are the same age, he's competitive, and he feels maturing for both guys has made it the perfect time to be a teammate with Ben Hebert. And to follow that up, Brett Gallant, also new to him, he said, I know Brett was an amazing player, but I didn't know a lot about him. So the skip made sure that those two roomed on the road. As you know, Mark and Ben have known each other forever. He got to know him a lot. He said Gallant is the true pro. He works really hard, and he's enjoyed leading a bunch of veteran guys with big personalities, and they've certainly gelled this season.
Yeah, he said Ben Hebert was the Brad Marchand of the NHL, right? Just that little guy. Back in my day, it was Kenny Linsman, the Rat, right? You didn't like him. You hated him, but you wanted him on your team. And interestingly enough, they Boston traded Brad yesterday to the Florida Panthers.
And what's always overlooked with Ben, because he's been one of the world's best rushers for, I don't know, 20 years, he makes a ton of shots at lead. Talk about rock positioning.
Now, you'll always get that quick sweat going too, right? He's a human pebbling can out there.
Yeah, he's working hard out there. It's warm, especially when you play in arenas.
Right where I threw. Okay, boys. Put her on the tee. Yeah. A little stiffer than regular cups.
Little stiffer than regular. What does it mean?
Oh, so it's a little bit slower to start. So these teams, I mean, they've played all week, and they watch the trends as they start every game. So regular first end speed. This is just running a little bit slower.
Curling like it's
which is probably not surprising, expecting a sold-out crowd today. The building's going to be warm, so just
back tee.
They'd be happy to see this. You don't want the ice to wear down and wear out early in the game.
Yeah, the ice maker's going to protect on colder than warmer in this case.
Good. A little slower to the wing, but not much.
That was quick a few games ago, too, like to the wing there.
Yeah.
Normal weight, boys.
Okay, Rama. You got a pop.
Weight's good.
Clean.
Normal.
Yep.
What if it lasts?
Final stone four. Reed Carruthers.
Right to it, Connor.
Negevan has him.
Right to it.
Hard.
Right to it.
And we'll roll it to another spot. And oh gosh, he's going to force to chase him. Look at that. Hangs it on the back edge.
Good read. Attaboy.
Good though. That was 925.
Okay.
I guess a good weight.
Keep the brooms down. You might get an inch curl here.
Those magical years of 13 and 14. The Brier and the World Championship, and then Sochi in the gold for Brad Jacobs and the team from Sault Ste. Marie. Final stone.
Clean. Nice sweep, Benny. Chuck ups.
And just the 6th blank of the event for Jacobs, and it comes here in the first of this must-win quarterfinal at the Montana's Brier. Championship weekend of this year's Montana's Brier from Kelowna. Down to the final 4. Coming up later tonight, it's the 1-2 quarterfinal. The winner going right through to tomorrow's final. That'd be Brad Gushue, Matt Dunstone. The usual 4 sheets in play through Thursday night when we had the 18 teams, and now just down to 4. And this is a must-win. The winner to move on to the semi-final tomorrow. Brad Jacobs out of Calgary against Reed Carruthers, Winnipeg. And it is Jacobs, once again with Lashrock, has the hammer, playing the Red Stones here in 2.
Whoa, you can be off. Whoa, good, Ben.
Good shot. Attaboy, it's good spot.
Back 4 kind of thing, or freeze it?
Man, that thing is swinging.
Better to me on this one.
Okay. Intern top 8. 14-8 on Ben.
Can I give you similar to last end or a hair more?
Nope,
Not
similar's
more.
fine. Yeah, similar's fine.
Not,
Yeah,
definitely not more.
okay. Similar's
Maybe
good.
too good for Ben Hebert in Alberta now. They not much choice here other than to go around it and use it as a guard.
Line's good.
Top 12.
Clean.
Line's good.
Line.
Clean.
Gotta go wait.
Line.
Gotta go wait.
Go ahead.
Gotta go line.
Really gotta go line.
Really gotta go line.
Gotta go speed too.
Just
Hard
a tight-
beat.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Hard.
Gotta go. Gotta go. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
Keep going.
We got that today.
First one down.
It's a pretty good fucking
You guys
spot.
like going around the corner guard? You ever like nosing that?
Oh, I like going around the corner guard. Yeah, I don't love that setup for us.
Or it's either that or we go around the corner.
Man, Benny, that's too good for him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that control
like
the
that
front
play.
here.
Anything like those rocks, man.
You're okay with leaving that yellow there, eh?
I don't love it. I like your first call.
I like nosing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. So I like 11-5. Okay, boys.
Ben came up with the come around. Glant disagreed with it, and that's great because a lot of times, certainly the front end of the far end that's not in the decision making right off the bat might go, yeah, good idea, Ben. But Glant said, wait a minute. Like,
yep. Yeah, I gotta go.
I think this is the prudent play here, Joe.
Yeah, you've got 4 great strategists on this team. And
Clean. Curl.
Now you saw how
Come on, curl.
well they played early
Curl.
with their 68% hammer
That's
efficiency.
my fault.
And that's partly due, honestly, to their start. When you look at the scores they put up, a 10, a record 20 against the Territories, another 10 against BEI. So they were scoring in bunches, winning all 8. Then that Gushue effect. They played a little tight by their own admission, bounced back against Owen Purcell last night, and now on the ice here in a must-win against Reed Carruthers.
Yeah, and an error from Brett Gallant. They were just playing the nose hit on that tight center line guard, and I heard Brad Jacobs say my fault, so they were expecting to see more curl on it, under curled and jammed. There's been lots more curl on the come arounds. They're overburying, and just on a little bit more weight, it ran straighter than they expected.
That's been the tendency. Look at this. That's been the tendency with the ice, isn't it? You just get it up to a hack board weight, it's not going to snap.
So Reed Carruthers loses just twice, and who's he lost to? Well, the 2 teams that are in tonight's 1-2 quarterfinal. And as you know, Russ mentioned, they are not pretty. They're gritty. No razzle, no dazzle. They've come from behind. They are much a come from behind kind of team. And then that win yesterday over McEwen, and McEwen said, look, it was a catastrophic decision to play that. He could have said, I could have drawn, but that's what we elected to play. They never saw it resulting in a steal of 2. And they'll get 1 off the top of the 4.
Good shot.
You think back with Reed Carruthers' week, how the close games. Remember that unbelievable shot in the frost in the extra end against Kevin Cooey? He's just snuck it by, or he's not in the playoffs.
I just didn't quite get to him, I think. 14-5's great.
And even Mark Kennedy says the addition of B.J. Neufeld completely changes the dynamic of this Carruthers team.
Weight's good.
Oh, no question.
Gotta go a bit. We're just top 8.
Max line.
Calls him one of the best
Max line.
You got room.
Curl distance if any.
line readers in the game.
Oh, we witnessed that this week for sure.
Always corner.
Yeah, sometimes a team will draw their way out of trouble, or they'll blast their way out of trouble, but Reed has hit and rolled his way out of trouble multiple times, rolled to exactly the right, perfect spot.
That one, I guess, sit in front of him.
Trying to get to the nose, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to get to the nose with 12.
Yep.
Whoa. Now, Brad's got to be a little unsure here. He kind of overbrushed Gallant's first one after watching Ben Hebert's over curl.
Nose, fellas, or what are we throwing?
No, it's 12. Like
12-ish?
guard, yeah.
12.
You don't want to get low, really.
Yep,
I mean,
12.
'cause then you're
12's great.
Quite a bit of play down this spot, too. You can see this running a hair straighter for a lefty.
Liver fresh.
Yep, you're right. We'll be down on it. Nail the weight.
Now, in yesterday's games, you would have gotten a choice from just 2 sheets of stones. Today,
Clean. Whoa.
it's the entire arena.
Curl.
And in fact, if you saw a really nice stone out on a walk, you might even bring that in. It was just so good.
Keep going.
I like that one.
Yep. Ben, yellow. Keep going, Brett. Keep going on the red.
They got to it. Wow.
Good shot, Mark.
And rolls it off, and they are the shot rock for a moment.
That's one thing you hear them say in the hack, nail the weight, probably 100 times in the game. It's so important on swingy conditions like this. Any kind of overthrow will run straight.
Like normal. What's that?
He thought
normal.
I like throwing just control.
Okay.
Control weight.
You felt underthrew one yesterday that actually curled enough to flash
soft
it.
control. Little light.
Clean.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Soft control.
Whoa.
Close.
Whoa. Clean. Clean.
Yep.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Just past
no
the center
roll.
line.
No roll.
No.
Good throw.
That's how hard they are. They were all convinced that with about 2 seconds to go, that thing was perfect. Curls up a 1/4 inch, rolls too far.
Get on my side.
Right there. What's wrong there?
Okay. The only other thing is if there's a double, but
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
other
they're
one.
whoa at the top of the 12 foot because they think they've made it, and it just jumped another inch.
Okay. I think it's a draw. Right?
Okay. I do too, guys.
Trying to get to right here. Dead buried behind that yellow.
Yeah, we're
top
just bearing
button.
on the tight one. You bet, Mark. Top 4, buddy.
I got a 14-6 on DJs.
Okay.
It's got to be at least that here.
Yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't think it's going to get as much curl as Benny's. Just my opinion.
We
There are
still
rocks and a few down, but
want to take a little less then?
Oh, I like that broom a lot.
okay.
His got in there pretty good.
Okay.
Okay, it's the lefty versus righty thing, too, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Brett didn't say that, but he was blaming it on Benny's rock. Benny might have a bit of a sharp one. It's a good spot for the lead to have it. But yes, this has to run a wee bit straighter than Ben's. You're coming from a different tee off, right? Like it's a slight angle change from the other hack.
Back tee. Clean.
Back
Sleeping
4.
through here. Right here.
Running pretty good.
Heavy right now.
Okay, line's good though.
Still
Got
heavy.
a chance here.
Just
Line
back
is
tee.
good.
Weight's good. Weight's real close, guys.
I had 14-3.
Yeah, that's definitely should be a bit heavy.
Only ever Brett. Brett.
Yeah,
Brett,
you can go
Brett.
now, Brett.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Good spot.
Good
How
spot
about Mark?
there, Mark.
Very nice. Tough to dig that
Great
out.
weight, great throw.
Nice way, buddy.
Great throw.
Close, guys. Close.
Yeah. Just to here.
Can you tap it through the hole?
Like even just a couple feet more than that. But
Yeah,
not
I don't
much.
think you can throw it very hard, though. Like,
No.
Mark came
That
through
beach.
with a 12 seconds
just
hog to
through
hog.
weight.
That's kind of like a
Just back
board
house
weight-ish,
weight.
maybe a solid
through the
board.
house weight.
And he rolled off hide side, so back line, maybe back 12 weight.
Yeah.
Just has to push it beyond
Through the house weight.
his yellows. Out count it.
I know.
Just in general on that side right now.
I think Ram will find curl. Oh, for sure. She knows how to.
Goes this way. He's open.
How to get that to go.
Yeah. You know what?
Now, isn't that interesting? He knows because they played together, right? So you already know that Jacobs has said he's going to get it. I know his release. I know the way he'll come at the stone.
Yeah, here's an artist, not a technician here, and that can help you here. Maybe slide a ½ an inch wide, soften the release, maybe hair, less rotation, if they have to get it to really curl.
Clean. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Curl.
Curl. Really curl.
Curl.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Trying to help it over.
Come on, bud.
Curl.
Curl.
Still working
Come on, you got it. Go.
Still working it. Can you dig it? Oh, and you're going right through. Oh, he did. Goodness gracious. Reed Carruthers.
What a shot.
And to Negovan on the brush, end to end, and to push it through.
Connor with the almost hopping to get as much pressure down onto his brush head as possible to get this thing to curl.
Insane. Beautiful job.
Yeah, he is very much
sweet, bud.
a big game player. Go all the way back to when he played with Stoughton in the final. Look what he did, 98%. And look what he's done subsequently. And in that win yesterday over McEwen, what did he throw? 96%. Reed Carruthers.
He sits 2, though. That's the only problem. You jam in here, he sits 2. He's drawing.
He's drawing to lay 3.
I think you got to play this double.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
Just like normal weight. You don't got to rip it.
So,
Sure.
It's an auto steal for him if he just bumps that a foot.
Okay.
Well, on one.
I like this.
Okay.
I think you got to play this, buddy.
Throw it normal at me?
You got to make him shoot.
normal, Mark.
If we hack and roll the side of 4.
He draws 3 to like. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jams, we draw. I think this is good.
Smart play, eliminate some opposition stones. Brad doesn't want to be looking at a pile early in the game here on his last.
Very true, and he can accomplish a lot. If he gets it perfect, he's shot rock buried.
Well, then
We
you're
get to
just
half a
rolling
rock
here.
with 10-5.
Then you're just rolling right here.
Fine.
I don't have a lot of room.
Yeah, that's true. The guard's in the way, isn't it, for big weight?
Like, look at, do we have enough room for that shot?
If you're going to do that, we might as well do this.
The double's not there, Mark.
No, then it's not the shot.
Yeah, in-turn draw is probably what they'll have to try.
So you like.
Cups, you have 2 shots. Hey, you have 2 shots. You either go edge on edge here, or it's really hard for him to pick it.
Yep.
And if he ends up doing something like that, he's bringing a 3 ball into play, and the freeze is the freeze.
I got you. Okay, so right there. Right there, Mark.
We're getting a little bit straighter here. Should be close. Speed should be good.
He made the call on the double, and then when they all went to the far end, the guard's in the way.
Back button.
Well, the other thing, too, wasn't it, Joe? I mean, because that stone is back so far, would he, in fact, get the roll on top, or is it better to make the draw to get to the stone at the
Well, that's
back?
exactly what Mark Kennedy said. If they can't get to the piece to get the double, so they're just going to hit and roll beside it. Probably won't be shot. I mean, and they'll only be half in the back 4 foot, so they might as well make a good one here.
Even if they go right back frozen, they eliminate an awful pile of yellow if you happen to miss your last one.
Weight's close.
Jacobs and his first.
Yep.
Weight's good.
They are
Line's
chasing
good.
here in the second.
Line's good.
Lots of pressure from Carruthers and the team from the
Hard line,
Granite.
line's good. Back 4. Room.
Hebert.
Easy, Benny. Room. Right here. Right to my broom.
Gallant.
We're there, guys. We're there.
Okay,
Well then. Whoa.
Right to the broom.
Stops.
And right to the face. Wonderful shot, Brad Jacobs.
Good job, Brett.
Gallant knew exactly where that thing was going.
I just wish we wouldn't have killed our clock.
Room. Right here. Right to my broom.
Lock it on. Lock
Now
it on.
I'm thinking about
Well then.
the clock, and we're only in the second. Just that
Good sweep, guys. Good sweep.
that
Very good.
extra time thinking about coming off that stone on the left.
I don't see a world where I can move this and not just roll off and leave him an easy shot.
Pretty hard. I mean, if line's really good,
Yeah.
we can tap it. Even just a couple inches would be helpful. But
Yeah.
just freeze it.
Yeah.
The perfect job would be get virtually to the nose and tap it a good foot. And when the yellow-red combos hit, the red goes far enough that the top yellow counts it for
Give me
real.
a touch more than that.
But
Not
I don't
much.
think you can.
Yeah.
It's just too buried.
Yeah.
Well, Reed Carruthers spending his day here
Then,
while
We're in a
wife
straight
Jody
freeze.
is home in Winnipeg and celebrating her birthday.
Okay.
And
Lock
Reed
it
asks
on
us
there for
to
you.
wish you the very best, and he sends a birthday wish to you and to Bo.
You better have it.
What'd you get on his?
1445 on cups.
Yeah.
Similar to
That's
that.
what we're looking for, yeah.
Can he put another one right down on top?
Here, light
Yeah, a
close.
little light.
Jacobs right now, shot rock.
Go ahead.
You can go for weight.
Gotta go for weight if we can.
Line's good.
Both go.
Weight's good.
Bit of room.
Like to go for speed.
Schneider with the carry
Weight's
at
good
the
now.
moment.
Weight's good.
No bounce.
Weight's good.
Weight's
Line's
good.
good. Yep. Hard line.
Weight's there. Weight's good.
Now Negavan, shoulder, elbowing each other to get it there. Oh! Take that. Schneider, Negavan, elbows, and they put it on the face.
That is glued.
Line's good. Yep, hard line.
Weight's there. Weight's good.
Look, out of my way. I got it.
Wanted to make sure they didn't lose it in the last 6 feet there. What a perfect freeze.
Oh gosh,
that's unreal.
That's super.
It's
That
actually
really is.
It's actually slightly tilted to the right too, which makes this even harder. If it curled another inch or two, it goes very easily. This is tricky.
Was he just trying to slice it?
Yeah, just hit it hard.
Oh.
Clean.
Final stone, Brad Jacobs.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
He squeaked it. Anybody. Oh! Nobody but Brad Jacobs is going to do that. What a single. Wonderful shot making here in the second. Carruthers. And the last one by Jacobs. The Montana's Brier from Kelowna Championship weekend down to the Final Four. And this is the 3-4 quarterfinal. Winner will move on to tomorrow morning's semi. What an end that was, the second. The shot making, wonderful. Jacobs sliced it to get a single, and now Reed Carruthers from the Granite in Winnipeg has the hammer, has last rock here in 3. Playing the Yellowstones.
Up 4?
Yeah. Full 4.
I think. Seems pretty good here.
Now we could have replayed the whole end. That's how good it was for key shots. But this, though, was truly something special.
Watch how hard he has to throw it. Watch how close it gets to the first guard. Watch how close it gets to the second guard. And watch his back red. It goes almost too far. Reed had that in the absolute perfect spot and still wasn't good enough.
Hard. Anybody.
And that is for the single. Key shot brought to you by BKT Ties. Growing together.
Full 4, half 4. 15, line's perfect.
Over curling a bit.
Hard bend. Hard. Died a bit, eh? Almost
The first
15
stone from Carruthers' lead, Connor Negavan, went in, and so that's why we're in this situation now. And Carruthers is chasing.
Yeah, they're not going to mess around here. Looking for the run back, spill everything here from Catlin.
Whoa! Yep.
Really hard. Shot.
And rolls it to a corner.
Field guard, guys.
They want to peel the guard because they were trying to set up a force, but that's the right move here.
Clean.
Also, maybe pick up that minute or so that they lost last end.
Yeah, it's a concern for Jacobs already.
Yeah, you start with that 38 minutes of thinking time. So the time when you're calling the shot, sitting in the hack, talking about it, until the rock starts moving, your clock runs. And that's a little less than 4 minutes an end is kind of evenly spread out over the 10. And Team Jacobs, they do talk about a lot of shots. Like even on front end rock, sometimes they have 30-second conversation, 45 seconds. And that does add up. We saw them around 2 minutes in their game against Brad Gushue in the ninth end. And I don't know if Brad rushed his draws, but he was heavy twice.
Right. Yeah,
could have played a factor.
Shot.
Simple end like this helps bank the time, make it back up.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Yep.
Carruthers. Where are we going? In? Intern in? Okay.
Yeah. 14-2 here.
The former teammates now on opposite sides, and it was disruptive to this Carruthers team. Jacobs up and left. You have to remember that he joined them before the 23 season, and they had a great run.
Weight's fine.
They got to the Brier.
Weight's good.
They went 7-3 in Regina, and then he left. And the discussion was, we hope you're going to stay. And while there's no hard feeling, it did force Carruthers then to scramble to try to replace. And so he initially reached out to Catlin Schneider. Just so much movement in the game this year, in particular.
Yep. Full firm. Clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just clean.
Curl a bit.
Whoa. Curl. Clean.
It's pretty wild. The
boy,
final
Mark.
4 teams here, all of them made a player change.
Yeah.
Nice, Mark.
That's right.
To this season.
That's right, yeah. The best trying to get better, right?
And then this man became available, BJ Newfeld, after he Dunstone elected to make the change.
Clean.
And without a team, finds his place now against somebody and he used to play against, of course, all those years when he was with Mike McEwen out of
Give me like a little
Winnipeg.
less.
We need a trade deadline show like hockey.
Yeah, it's good actually. But this one is only for this season. Beyond that, now they'll have their discussions.
Little heavy.
Nope.
Clean. Curl. 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 Curl to stay. Curl to stay.
And no.
Mark's did a similar thing, and it was Mark's intern. That's pretty stubborn there.
Straight spot with normal.
I could have taken middle.
It's a play by Mark to sweep
Same
that
track
out.
as,
We've seen people bury on the absolute side of the edge of the 12 to make the blank as difficult as possible.
14-6, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it around.
So 14-5 to T. I didn't sweep that very hard.
Yeah.
Not heavy, but pretty good.
Keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Fine.
If you lean it, you're fine, Catlin. Okay, you're okay now, bud. You're okay.
Same if you lean it. So Catlin was doing a snowplow there.
Mine's
Just
fine.
all of his
T-line.
downward
At least
pressure,
the
not
T,
moving the
boys.
broom head.
We are.
Maybe a little bit above T, actually.
Okay.
Shot, Ram.
2-5.
Nice speed, bud.
Good speed, Ram.
Sweet.
Nice shot.
Good throw.
Go normal again?
Yeah. Was that a hair heavy?
Probably a 9. Pretty close.
So they put the broom now in the middle of the rock. That's very straight.
And still not throwing it super hard.
good.
Close to a 10.
Just the clean, probably.
Clean.
Clean. Clean.
Clean. Good. Nice weight, Brad.
Pickups.
It's good.
Yeah. Good end, guys.
Like you can't.
With the conditions, this perfect directional brushing, lively stones. You can see it on their faces. One error, right? One error. That's all it takes.
Wonderful crowd again here at Prospera Place. Sold out last evening, 5,309. Final stone. Reed Carruthers looking for the blank. Here in 3.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Clean.
Heck of it.
Shot, Ram.
There you go.
Good
So
round.
both teams taking a breath after that hectic second. Blank goes on the board. It's a must-win 3-4 quarterfinal. It is a beautiful place. Kelowna in the heart of the Okanagan, on Lake Okanagan, which stretches 135 kilometers. Vernon to the north, Penticton to the south, and there's 120 kilometers of shoreline. 30 waterfront parks, 17 boat launches, of which there's a large one right there, the marina downtown Kelowna. Beautiful, here in the heart of the Okanagan. It's the 1-2 quarterfinal tonight, and Brad Kuju trying to defend his championship, win a possible 7th, goes against Matt Dunstone. It's a rematch of their final from 23 in London when Kuju won. Make a note of the time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This one is the 3-4 qualifier. No second chances here. The winner moves on. The loser is eliminated from this year's Montana's Brier here in Kelowna. Blank in 3 means that once again, Reed Carruthers and his team from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg does have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Always got a shot here, right? I think we go intern freeze. He's almost got like a little hit and roll.
You're not taking the net away.
You ever liked here?
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, freeze low. I like this. Yeah.
Well thought out. It's not an easy tap to yellow out of the red, but if it's made, the shooter could roll under the corner guard. So without Hammer, Jacob's going to try to take that away.
Yeah, too dangerous to go after it.
I think so, eh?
You could try to avoid the jam and roll to the corner, but that would help Team Carruthers open up the front a bit.
Whoa,
We're heavy.
No, Mark.
Okay, we're heavy.
Okay. Okay.
Want to rub off this?
No, you're
No,
past
you're
that.
past that. We just need to stop.
Curls, it's good.
Yeah, we just need to stop.
Whoa.
You're good right there.
You're good. Very good.
Heck of a shot. Good sweeping, Mark.
A couple digs in there by Kennedy to get it to hook.
Good judge.
Yeah, I guess if you leave it, if it
you
doesn't curl now, it's a combination, right? At shot rock.
Yeah, if that was on the left-hand side of that rock, it's the yellow's going straight onto shot rock.
Yep.
It's really hard.
Hard. Well, hard beat. Curl. No. Curl.
Get. Okay, Cat. Probably got to guard that, guys.
Wee bit better, but not much.
3. 3-4. Yeah, I mean, you can be right here.
Okay.
3 is good.
Okay.
Yeah. Thinking about here.
Take a ton of
I
ice
think I'm
here.
going out and I'm going to find some extra.
Guys,
You know what I mean?
Even with that yellow guard?
Agreed.
Okay, sure.
Give you a 4 set here, Mark.
The team uses a 5-zone system for their guards. So a 3 is about a halfway guard for them. A little bit more specific. The number system, usually it's 1 is a high guard, 2 is halfway, 3 is tight. And then you go 4 through 10 through the rings.
Yeah, it was Randy Furby way back in the day that developed that. And
Yeah, easier when you're sweeping and your heart rate's 180 to just squeak out a number than yell a sentence. That was for Huff and Puff.
Good.
But these guys, the specific numbers system for the guards makes a lot of sense because where exactly it stops has such a huge effect on the line. If that rock goes another 2 feet, it's going to be in line with the center line one.
Right.
Yeah, hard.
Yep. Hard.
Pull it back here.
Hard. Okay, gotta roll the yellow, guys. Gotta
Here we
roll the
go.
yellow.
Roll it. And now they're overlapped there.
Okay, Catlin. Okay, bud. Hold up.
Just a tough result there for Catlin.
Hey, Cat.
Tight the whole way out of his hand, and the shooter rolls to stagger the guards on the other side, so now Reed won't be able to promote any of those ones on the corner.
See the wheels turning from Reed. How he's going to get out of that, and he'd love to open up that left-hand side. He's got too much to worry about on the right-hand side right now.
Four.
Clean.
Maybe a 5.
Rub. A little heavy here. Line's good. Just got to sit for weight.
Just short of that R.
Just got to sit
It's
for
coming
weight.
down.
Still needs to sit.
It's coming down.
Clean.
Weight's
Clean.
good.
Curl. Clean.
We're good.
Clean. Yep. Curl.
Good spot, Mark.
Good.
Beauty.
It came down a ton. They
It's almost
yelled
in the
5 nearly
identical
in.
ring of where yours was. Good shot, Mark.
Attaboy.
One more.
Perfect.
Same shot.
I mean, I was almost
Don't mind this either.
side and getting the one in the middle. That's
Not
probably
bad,
the best
too.
shot.
What if we just run the red onto the middle one?
Run
the red onto the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, they're drawing better than.
Yeah. It's okay.
Not the easiest spot to put it.
I think it opens up our.
I don't mind doing this again.
Okay.
Well, it would seem to me if you clear that side out, you being Carruthers always have that yellow on the center line to run back.
It's a long run back, though. They'd love to make some noise in the house here.
Yep. Whoa.
BJ Newfound.
Whoa.
Oh, they'll drive it past what the target stone.
Hey, Beach. I think if we throw another guard, he's probably going here.
Congratulations to Team Canada at the World Wheelchair Curling Championships in Scotland. They win 4-2 over Slovakia, but as well, it's a double win because they qualify Canada for the 2026 Paralympic Games to be played in Cortina next year in Milan. And coming up this week, it's the World Wheelchair Mixed Doubles. They start Tuesday, and Team Canada, Mark Idison and Ina Forrest, two veterans of the wheelchair games. So we wish them the very best.
I don't mind if you're a little tighter. I really don't mind if you're tighter.
A little heavier.
Heavier.
Oh, wow. This one's heavy.
4. We're out there.
Scared me.
Yeah, just gotta sit.
We're almost
okay.
scared.
No, it's too tight.
We're heavy.
Too tight for old Captain
I don't mind
BJ.
a little
tighter here. I don't think we care if he runs the red. Well, he's running it. Yep. Okay.
Good shot, Mark. Real good, bud.
Hey, good shoot.
Great shot.
Go.
Slower kick. That's fine.
Good judge.
That's
good spot.
Take this now.
Yeah.
It's a really good spot. You know, you don't mind them running
End
your
up doing
color
this.
in.
Pretty good too.
The dangers of this has ever made.
Seen the out?
Yep.
It's just the teeniest bit high, eh?
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, you call it.
Let's go, Beach.
Can flip the end around here.
Well, let's see. As you say, it's a long run back as Carruthers has to hustle back behind the stone. Here we go. Run it back. Bang. They'll get the shot rock. Still leaves them. Jacob sitting one. Undercover. Top 12.
It's just so hard to stick those when it's such a long guard and they're throwing peel to try to take the break point out of it.
You
Great
have
shot.
to go this way to get 4 foot.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a guess.
you can make that, and then he makes this, and he shot.
It's almost the same line. Yeah, I like your freeze. Yeah, we're following these guards and stuff right here.
Sounds good. Speed's not too bad then. Guys, that play's pretty good.
Yeah, top 4, yeah.
He's had a good week, obviously, when you go through undefeated. And even in that 1-2 game against the Team Canada, a couple of shots. Bad stone maybe for Mark Kennedy. But look at now, shooting 92%, Brad Jacobs.
Yeah, I think it's one of the targets there. That side.
I love it.
Okay, boys.
Top 4.
Talked about coming around the yellows, but coming around their red top 12, they'll be able to get closer to the button. And they assumed even if they made a good one around those staggered yellows, then Reed would be coming around. So they're going to beat him in.
Yeah, I love what Gallant said there. It's exactly what he was saying. We bury the other way. They're just going to make a better one.
That's a little light.
Let's to go a little wider here, so you assume it'll be a little slow.
I got a little light too.
Wait,
You're light.
close.
I think you're light.
Line's good. Room. Curl distance.
How's the speed?
Good. Weight's good.
Okay.
Curl.
Yeah, Brett's rock. Easy. Brett's rock. Stay with it, Brett.
Just to my broom.
Yep, hard, Brett.
A little bit.
Bury it. Keep going. You got a good one. Go. Good shot.
Good shot.
Okay.
Great shot,
Really
Cobb.
well managed.
Great weight, bud.
Not bad.
Oh, it's really good, I think.
Very good.
That's perfect.
That is hard.
Yeah, not in love with that.
Through the hole.
It's a great shot, but it's hard.
You ever look
I was
at
thinking
the
I'd play this.
in-off?
Double peel's not the end of the world.
On his last one, maybe,
There
but
to-
it's
there
so
to get both
flat.
the reds,
Right?
Can you get shot
Then
this
he
way or
probably
no?
throws the center guard.
Well, I can make the double, right? Like, if I
yeah,
make the double
true.
peel, it's okay. If I make this, great.
Yeah, that's true.
I was thinking there's 2 options with it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Like, I think I'm going to have an easier shot for 1 by playing it.
Sure, I don't hate it. Can you get shot this way with the out?
It's not super easy,
Yeah.
but probably.
Yeah.
You can do this too, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't love that.
I think I'm seeing this beat.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like
So-
a thick 2/3.
Yeah. I like the out turn.
Okay.
Just give me like there-ish.
I touched on it in the opening about Reed, how crafty he is. He's going to try to do this and hoping for his sake he makes the double. But if he doesn't, he either makes a single or he kills that rock right there and obviously the shooter goes out and he's opened everything up. It's kind of a 2 or 3 option play, which is this late in the end, he needs that.
Mark?
The only
Like, I think in
dangers
order
if he
to
ever
make the
nosed it.
double,
He's
He's
rolling
got to
out
be
almost.
Well, I think he's got to kind of stick it on the center line.
You'd be surprised if you go look at it.
Oh, really?
I think
Oh,
if he, in order to make the double, he almost needs to lose the run coming back.
Okay.
Reed Carruthers, his first skip stone here in 4. They're stretching here. Having to work at it, and they'll get the high one. They don't open up that center line very much.
No, they wanted to get a little thinner.
As we said, more workmanlike, and then you look at the 2 losses, an 83 there and an 82 there, but what has he done in the playoffs? Goodness, 96 against McEwen, and now 92% for Reed Carruthers.
Going around the stagger.
Show me the spot. Probably going to end up here, Brad.
How does edge of 8 look?
To get by the red, it looks
Like a lot.
really close, but maybe max, yeah. Because you can overbury here and
Yeah, Mark, that's where you're going to be.
yeah, that's fine.
Just had to make sure we get the ice
That's okay.
right.
That's
Gotta
a good
get the
spot,
ice
boys.
right.
Yeah, so yeah, let's get to
So-
the hole.
What about
This is where the heads
why
have
didn't
been running
turn
straighter,
Joe and
right? Like,
tap
we-
that red?
I just
Because
don't want
if you
us
leave
to
the
have
draw
to
for
carve by
Reed,
the red.
it's hard to hit the 4-foot almost. It's so much curl in there. That's what they're talking here. Might over curl, which buries it, but might give Reed a path.
Yeah, you might show Reed the way here.
Yeah. Certainly not wrong, though. This is a guaranteed force.
Similar weight cups.
Got to be patient here. That red guard is kind of in the way here for the longest time.
Weight's good.
I think we're top 4. T.
Liked it out of his hand.
No,
Final
no
stone for
line.
Brad
T-line.
Jacobs.
Curl.
Clean.
Curl.
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 Curl. Line's good.
Clean.
Clean.
Top 4 T.
Clean.
Clean.
ahead
Line's
here.
good now.
Okay,
Top
we're
8.
definitely over curling.
Top 8.
Just here, guys.
Go a little. Full 8.
Yep. Go ahead,
Yep.
Benny. Get a bite of the 4. Get a bite of the 4. Go.
Okay.
Real
Not
good,
quite, but they are
spot
sitting
right there.
2.
Good, buddy.
Is it still open?
shot.
Can you still get through there?
Sweet job.
Yes, you can. And it can kind of bounce off of it.
Not a good visual
That's why I
of that
didn't
card.
love
I don't
that
think,
call.
like, he almost can't throw draw weight.
Curl. Line's good.
Clean.
Clean.
Top 4 T.
Clean.
Clean.
ahead
Line's
here.
good now.
Okay,
Top
we're
8.
definitely over curling.
Top 8.
Just here, guys.
Go a little.
If you top the red to the 4-foot, Vic,
Yep.
and
Go
then
ahead, Benny.
Reed
Get a bite
does
of the 4.
this,
Get a bite of the 4. Go,
he
go,
doesn't
go,
get
go,
shot
go.
rock.
Real good, Kyle.
Or the other thing, too, is, Joe, even if you left it high, you could get to the rings to sit the 2, but leave it on the center line just to block the path, maybe.
Yeah, that would have been an option too. They wanted it to be a little bit deeper and bite the 4 and narrow the rings down a little bit. I think with how this is curling in, Reed's almost playing like a heavy draw weight to chop off of it and roll onto the 4-foot.
Yeah, maybe you heard Mark Kennedy says he doesn't. I don't think he can play draw weighted.
Yeah, because they had plenty of space getting by. They just got by the corner guard.
All right, final stone facing
Weight's
2.
good. Gotta go a bit.
It's like to hammer this.
Jacobs is hitting 2.
Line's good. Weight's good.
Top
A
8.
little bit for weight.
Here we go.
Weight's good.
Schneider.
Weight's good.
Hard line.
It's about to
line
carry
only,
now.
Line only.
Gotta go.
Here we go.
Hard line.
Now carry it a little bit more. A little rub, little roll. You're going to get it. Spin it. Yes, you do. Brothers with the draw against 2. Jacobs showed him the way.
Gotta go. Hard line. Hard line.
And Carruthers
Hard.
makes him pay with a single here in 4. It's a 1-1 tie. But it may be one of the best 1-1 ties we've seen in a long time. Shot making has been outstanding as we welcome you back on this Saturday afternoon championship weekend of the Montana's Brier here in Kelowna. And we go to 5, and now it is once again Brad Jacobs, ranked number 2 in the country, coming in from the Glencoe Club in Calgary. It does have Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Always mark if anything. 14-5.
Don't want to chase here.
Marcus. Yeah, go, Mark. Go, Mark. Go,
Come on,
Mark. Go, Mark.
Come on, Mark.
Go.
Come on, Mark.
Go.
Good.
So two long centers, or 2 centers, 1 long, 1 tight. Go up from Carruthers, corner, and now in goes Jacobs with Ben Hebert. This is Caitlin Schneider.
I've seen Jacobs when the 2 centerline guards go up. Previously, they've gone around them, but I think that they've decided to go around the corner this time because these guards are a little bit higher than Carruthers wanted.
Top 4, line's good.
So in theory, they should be able to chase and tap with kind of a heavy draw or backline weight.
Oh, not
This one here, guys.
Yeah.
It's there.
Top 8. Line's good.
Here's to your point. That's actually chaseable on the intern side.
Intern. Do we have to, guys, why don't we just bump it to the back 4?
It might be.
12?
Okay.
Okay.
Hackweed.
Yeah.
Just manage it for me.
Yeah.
Weight's good.
Clean. Whoa, clean up.
Hard!
Brett Gallant in the 13th Brier appearance. The 4 championships, of course, he won with Gouju.
Push.
Stay on it.
Whoa. Mine.
Shooter.
Yellow.
Come on, Benny.
And where will this spill? Look at this. And Jacobs pointing over there, please.
Very nice. Very nice.
Good guys.
The hitting ability, all these teams, they did not with Hammer have to get the enemy rock out. They've got lots of time to chase that thing.
Yeah, you like interning?
Push. Hard. Push.
Stay on it.
Whoa.
Lead.
Mine.
Lead. Shooter.
Yellow.
Come on, Benny.
Shooter.
Come on, Ben.
Shooter matters more.
It does seem, Joe, like, as if, I know we talk often about rock positioning and line calling, but it
Clean.
at this elite
Just
level,
clean.
It's a little light.
to Russ's point,
Yeah,
every
hard.
shot is a setup shot.
Yeah, exactly. And it's what was most important there was trying to get this roll. And oh, this is curling. Oh boy.
Shoot. Okay. What do we
We've
do
seen
now?
that happen a few times in this area of the sheet. It's quite straight, but I think if you're ever a little bit soft on release or a hair light.
Being a little crunchy there.
Boy, look at that go, though. Goodness.
I heard him say it was a little crunchy there. Sometimes you can feel it under your broom, so if it was just a fresher line.
Threw it pretty positive. Like I thought we'd be able to.
Newfelt missed that almost identical shot yesterday.
Yeah, weight's good.
Whoa.
And now they'll get a chance to spread them out here with Last Rock as we play in 5. Jacobs.
Girl, clean.
Good. You're good. 10.
I talked about
Great sweep, guys.
Reed being
10.
the smart strategist. There's 2 center guards that might get him out of jail at some point.
You kill one of them, it's.
Okay. Hair high?
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem though, Russ, is their draw placement was pretty close to good, and it was still accessible to Team Jacobs. They couldn't throw enough weight to kill it.
Because it's too high, that guard, right?
Yeah.
I got it.
Interesting call here, too. They're going to try to run back to Jacobs Rock and go thin, and right across the sheet if they get it perfect.
Curl.
Hang on, here we go. What do you got?
Okay, good. Shot. It's good.
What that does is it leaves a double now for Team Carruthers, but Jacobs is going to be sitting 4 in a second here.
We're just lobbing over to the 12-foot on your side.
I'm a little worried, like if he ever froze one in here. Right?
Yeah, I'd let him do that.
There's kind of one of these right now, too.
Guys?
I don't ever see us going around the middle.
My thought was going back 8 wide open. No, that's an easy double.
I think so. If you ever bite, is that okay? He's got the double in the roll. He might have the triple.
It's our best way to get 2. Yeah.
I wonder if it's just 12 foot over here and make them freeze. But
So, right here.
Yeah, I don't mind that either.
Isn't it really going around the middle?
Make them freeze.
Oh, we should talk about this. It's
Look at the
important.
difference in the
We've only got 4
time.
rocks left, guys. Like,
Same ice as Ben's guard.
I could put this in
Be
a spot
close,
where
Mark.
it makes us freeze even better. I think we need to talk about this. Like, I could be really good here just in front of it. He hairs one and locks it, and we're wishing we didn't throw that guard.
We're just not sure either. What do you want? What do you want to do?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Like we could go here.
What if you went here? What if you went here, guys?
Well,
that was the other thought. My first thought was
there. He might do this though. He might go bang, bang, bang.
There's lots of things he can do. My first thought was this.
Give him 2 easy doubles.
Well,
he's
so
going around the horn if we do that.
He's going ding, ding, and he's getting moving.
Yeah.
Like, that's the shot that, if I'm Beej, that's what I want to play.
Yeah. The only rock I don't like is this rock.
Okay. I hear ya.
Let's guard it, Cup. Let's guard it.
Okay, so where do you want it,
And
Cups?
I think you want to be here.
Right in the middle?
Yeah. Just.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that is the easiest way to
So he's going to slash that outside.
stop
You can just
Neufeld
sweep
from making
that.
a bunch go
Get me
away.
here.
Okay.
That freeze won't be there.
Okay.
They'll have
Brett
to
made a
run.
good point. He said, how do we get 2?
Okay,
Sometimes
I'm in your line here. Guys, I'm
that
pretty
is
close
the
to
goal.
yellow
It's just
to
to
make the
remind
guard.
Sure.
the lineup that, I mean, obviously more than 2 would be wonderful.
Wouldn't it?
But you just don't want to leave something for Reed to get out of it and end up getting forced.
If they're safe, they can chase anything down the middle. Not hitting the yellow guard makes sense because that was the other option. I like this, even if it slides in the rings, because Mark made a good point. That's what caused the discussion, was if he throws this a hair short.
Lead. Yep.
Carruthers gets around it perfect. They're wishing they didn't throw it a hair short.
But you often say your call can be based on what you think the other person is going to play. And you heard Jacob say, if I'm Neufeld, I want to play this. So let's take that away from you.
Good job, buddy.
Good throw, Mark.
Yeah, you have to think like the other guy.
Great shot.
Like, I think you got to run that low and roll to the center and try to get all 3. One he just threw.
Well, you can't get all 3.
Yeah, you can.
It's hard to get 3 that way. I think you can get it the other way.
You run it onto a third of it. All of them are gone.
Straight back and go tick, tick.
Like not that.
This is real tough to get this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
Okay.
Yeah, sliver high.
So good call by Jacobs, right? They're not going to try the freeze, which just was still an option because the guard overcurled a bit. But it delays Neufeld hitting rocks in the rings.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Schneider.
Whoa. Yes. Whoa.
How much can they get rid of? Just 1.
Shot.
So close. Any more brushing, and he gets both of them moving. Might not have got it out.
Throw, Beach.
Very good throw. Very good throw.
So difficult.
Throw.
What? Just a 1/4 inch higher, he kills that red.
Just a hair less curl.
Put in a good spot.
It's their rock now to run in, though.
Yeah, well, true. Try to overbury this, and if the yellow is run in and makes the double, the yellow rolls away.
T-line. Well then, Rube, just a little heavy. Back 4.
Ben. Whoa. You're mine.
Back 4.
Easy. Curl.
T-line.
Curl, Ben. Curl,
Top
Ben.
button.
Curl, Ben. Curl, Ben.
T-line.
Curl, Ben.
Come on, Benny.
Curl.
Come on, Benny.
Curl.
You got her going good. Nice.
Curl.
It's in there.
Good.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Good shot, Mark.
Pretty good.
Great shot.
That one surprises me,
There, right?
that call.
Yeah.
Really does, because you're leaving them this.
Yeah.
You know, this
There,
one,
and you're positive with it, eh?
you can make the run back and get 2.
No, you're right. You're right. And I think it's because they're just trying for 2. They could have gone, top 8. If it's not buried, there's potential triple. You can go back 8.
Yeah, I kind of like back 8 there.
Yeah, back 8 white, on the center line.
They're gonna, that Reed's gonna take on a double no matter what.
Yeah.
But
this is a raised double, so
Yep.
it's 6 and 1.
Little.
It's all odds, isn't it?
Skip Stone's here in 5 of a 1-1 tie. Trying to run it back and make the double. Niggevin with it.
Straight.
Now here we go. Bang.
Yep.
Oh, is it going to go? Now where's that going to go?
Good shot.
And it'll spill a little too far. They're still sitting 2. Jacobs.
But more importantly, it's still a double.
If he wants to freeze, he can freeze, Mark. I'm not scared of him making a freeze here, I don't think. Are you?
Well, what are you going to
Nice
do?
shot.
I think he's gonna play a double and give us 2 if we split the ring.
Straight.
Yep. Whoa. Keep going.
Good shot.
Mark. Good shot. Okay. Throwing an intern at it and trying to get to here. Right?
Sure.
Is this stupid?
That'd be great.
That would be great.
It'd be great to be shot rock, then it takes his freeze away.
Okay,
That's really good.
Even him up.
Yeah.
Half the four.
In the right
on
spot,
the T
guys,
line.
shot.
Bite the 4, Mark.
You
Just
got
bite it.
You got it, Brad. I missed you here.
Where you want that?
Little more.
Well thought out. You know, in a club game or something, you try to bury this, right? And if you slide to the T line, Reed freezes, there goes your whole end. Keep this open, number 1. There's a double there already, so you're not protecting. If Reed makes a double, he makes a double. So
Curling this too much. Shouldn't move.
it was interesting. They're saying this might not move, but they're not trying to bury it.
Yeah, they want to be wide open by a few feet.
And shot rock.
Line's a little tight.
Go ahead, then.
Line's tight.
Go ahead, then.
Look at
Come on.
Hebert.
Hey.
Top 8.
Go ahead.
Look at this carry.
Hard, Benny.
Look at this.
Hard, Benny.
Look at him go.
Come on, guys.
The guy you
Hard, Benny.
hate when you play against him, but you want him on your team. Oh, and they're going to come up light.
Oh, boy.
Sorry.
Come on, boys.
What's that? Trying to be too perfect, Joe?
Yeah, and just out wider too. He could have aired on the side of a little extra weight. They picked this up as soon as he let go.
Hey.
Top 8.
Not gonna
Go ahead.
And just has another gear. Watches so
Benny.
fast.
Come on, guys. Hard, Benny.
I mean, it just, you know, you think of what the missed shot. So Schneider's over curls. Now this one, it just, the momentum goes back and forth. And now an opportunity here for Carruthers to get out of it.
Did that even make the rings? That's the other key.
I don't think so.
If this is ever, you know, hit and rolls out on the high side, it's a shot for 3.
Yeah, the splits there, huh?
Sucks.
Yeah, let's score one here.
Yeah.
How fast it can change, eh?
Yeah.
You go from.
Is it a reasonable to make this?
Yep. It is for Reed. Yep.
All right.
Hard, you gotta go.
You got to go. So right away, picked up. Schneider's got him.
Hard.
Staying with it.
Whoa.
You get it? No, and across the top. So they will get their chance for 2.
So is that in, though?
Okay, I'm thinking here.
Count that one.
No.
Draw for 2.
It's not in.
It's been a while since we used it.
Can you imagine if they'd been able to brush that a 1/4 inch farther? Oh.
T-line?
Yeah.
Now, did you hear Mark say
Yeah.
it's been a while since we've used it? Is it talking
you
about
bet.
this path, do you think?
Yeah, just a reminder in the hack that
On the T-line, boys.
Feel it out, buddy.
they haven't been quite out that wide. Carruthers did throw one to top 8 here, though, so their speed should be okay.
Yes.
That's T-line.
Nice boost on
Back
that.
4, back 8.
Line's good.
You're right. That'll work.
Piece of the 8-foot.
Weight's good.
Curling like
T-line.
it's good.
Line's good.
Easy.
14-2. Nice cup,
There you go, Cup C.
Good job, pal.
What?
And that will be for 2.
Right man's back.
They traded their chances.
Good throw, buddy.
Jacobs picks up 2 to take the lead going to the brink.
Great end, boys.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
We are in Kelowna on this championship weekend for the Montana's Brier. And what a first 5 ends we've had.
Yeah, and for Team Jacobs, there's been some...
It's actually slightly tilted to the right too, which makes this even harder. If it curled another inch or two, it goes very easily. This is tricky.
Just trying to slice it.
Yeah, just hit it hard.
Wow.
Clean! Clean!
Final stone, Brad Jacobs.
Yep! Yep! Hard!
He
Hard.
squeaked it. Anybody. Oh! Nobody but Brad Jacobs is going to do that. What a single. It was beautiful. And then, of course, Carruthers gets one back, and now the deuce to separate things.
Yeah, and that's Team Jacobs having the edge on the scoreboard. We saw the beautiful shot in 1, but that was a perfect freeze made by Carruthers to force that. 5th end, Jacobs had a chance for at least 3. Was light on that first one, but still able to get the 2 after Reed missed the double attempt. Jacobs with that statistical edge on Reed Carruthers so far.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. So now it's Carruthers with a chat. How do we come back? They'll have the last rock when we come back.
Max really kind of come into his own in the last couple of years. He's really evolved his game and made it very well-rounded. I think having the Harnden guys at the front end has certainly made that team even stronger and given them a real weapon there, and they're going to be a challenge.
They've owned this event for, you know, the better part of 5-6 years here, and that's an exciting team to play. I mean, to win this event, to feel really good about it, you want to be able to play the best. You want to be able to beat the best.
So it is a rematch of the Brier final of 23 in London, Ontario. Gouju against Dunstone, and the big prize, of course, is you get a trip right to tomorrow's final. Make a note of the time, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Team Canada against Manitoba's Matt Dunstone. On this championship weekend of the Montana's Brier in Kelowna, 2 by Jacobs gives him the lead, but the last rock now belongs to Reed Carruthers and his team from the legendary Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. They have the hammer playing the Yellow Stones.
Reed just couldn't get that double. Shooter, even if he missed it and rolled in, would have helped.
Okay, you think about the momentum shift that would have happened if he'd been able to connect and get the force that way.
Well, the fact that Jacobs comes up light with his draw. Your chance now, and then he missed the opportunity.
Very good. Thanks.
Hair low at the end.
I'm actually just seeing like hair high.
Whatever you want.
Yep.
Really hard. Hard to stick this. Hard to stick this.
Kathleen Schneider. Neufeld run it back and will tick it off the center line, and it'll roll to a second corner for Carruthers.
Really good roll.
Very good, Steve.
Half a rock, pick half. Pick half,
the better way to make
Yeah. But get her on the line here.
They're trying to bounce it across, make them both go?
Yep.
Looks like more than half.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Yes. Hard. Whoa. Whoa, clean. Whoa. Watch the red.
That's where it goes, and it'll slide underneath.
A little thicker than that. With the when you're throwing the spin turn, you're throwing into the high side of the object rock. It'll gear down a little bit. Maybe hit in the same spot with the other turn. He might have made that.
little lighter than I wanted.
Okay, go ahead then.
Weight's
Line's
good.
Clean. I think you're okay,
Weight's
boys.
good.
Little
Top
bit for
tee.
line.
Don't want to.
Clean. Little bit for
Don't
line.
want to for
Clean.
weight. We got back 12. It's pretty heavy.
Way over curling.
A lot of rotation, and now it could hit some pebble from the sixth end when they put a little pebble at the back of the rings.
Okay. Nice shot.
Lucky that stopped.
Yes.
Yeah, I just ripped it, I think.
There's the mop at the fifth end break.
Mhm.
And usually for at least the first kind of 4 to 8 rocks at the end, you'll see things just carry that couple feet extra.
Crazy.
Make the run on the next one. Yeah, if he makes it good,
You like
absolutely.
peel, Mark?
Yep.
Over curls for Team Manitoba on both of their corner come-arounds this end.
Throwing some speed here in case he fractures on the guard. He'll hit the guard thick enough to get it out.
Yep. Yep. Real hard.
Mark Kennedy.
Real hard. Real hard.
Glad all the way. Oh, and he didn't miss it by very much.
If you ever feathered that thing, it could end up in the rings.
Boy, Mark. Boy, Mark.
Ah, great sweep.
Good shot.
Good scrub. Good. Almost got the nose.
Okay, top 8.
You got room. Clean.
Top 8.
Line's
Top
good.
8.
Little bit
Top
of room.
T.
Line's
3 feet lighter in that previous one, it would have stayed buried. It just had enough speed to keep curling by.
We don't need to. It's good.
Line's good. Clean.
Much
Line's
separation
good.
from Mark as you
Clean.
can.
Go, we gotta go.
Yep, gotta go.
Little bit of curl.
Go, go, go.
Good shot. Shoot.
Would you just wanted a little bit deeper, Joe?
Yeah, like another 2 feet or even in line with top 4. Just would have made this run back a little bit harder, the more separation there is.
Yeah.
You guys okay with that?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
3/4, 7/8.
I love that, Mark.
Real good.
Just the hair low, buddy.
Yeah. Nose is.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. You got her.
Just a little low.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa,
yes.
clean, yeah.
Brett.
Now Glant.
Hard.
Oh dear, did it jump on them?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, Mark.
Sweep it.
Yeah, they just had to brush it a hair sooner. Those are so hard. Last thing you want to do is jam it. Oh.
And now they'll play to sit the 2 and spread them out.
Should
Wait's
give
good.
Yep.
Manitoba a lot of separation too if this is nosed.
Break to
Yeah,
it.
late in the end, there's not a lot of time for Alberta to try to make some rolls to group
Yeah.
the stones.
Break to it.
Dig.
Nice sweep.
Good.
What about a nose hit here?
Good sweep.
Hi, boy, Beach. Nice shot.
What, this one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So
Grouping
I'm
it
thinking
works too,
normal,
obviously.
Normal. Middle's got to be close, Mark.
It used to happen to me here. I'd try to roll left. I'd roll maybe to the center line. They'd roll back, and now there's no double.
Normal.
Could do long
Roll it
roll
over there,
and sit
Ben.
shot, though.
Yeah, true.
That would be the best result.
So for Mark Kennedy, that was his
with normal.
first
Good, eh?
mistake. He had been throwing 100% game till that point.
Yeah, and really, it was a well-thrown rock. Just came up a little more than they expected it to.
9 1/4.
Had to
Yeah,
sweep it a titch earlier.
Yeah, that's it. You know, that's the key. You've got to force the other guy to a tough shot, and they did.
Weight's good.
No. Clean. Curl. Clean. Curl. Clean. Curl. Straight.
Even.
Whoa.
And now the roller trying to get it over, get it close.
Come on, Mark. Go. It's good right there.
Great shot.
Good job, Cups.
Okay.
Good line call, guys.
It'll give us a chance.
Great line call.
Gives us a sniff.
Good throw.
The beautiful part about that is no matter where Reed Carruthers rolls, it has to be on an angle like this. So let's say he rolls long, even if he gets it way over here, there's still
Really far right too, right?
a half rock double.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Somebody can throw it as hard as Jacobs. It kind of doesn't matter how far Reed rolls.
You got it around.
Still going to be in the ballpark to make that double.
If he rolls one rock, it's pretty.
He's already eyeing it, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
See it.
You can't roll the other way, obviously. What are they trying to do? Roll?
Just roll like a rock
Couple
over,
feet,
I
okay.
think.
Okay, weight's good. Soft, easy.
Clean. Clean.
Soft, easy.
Whoa. 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 Curl.
It's close.
Whoa.
Negevin.
Curl.
Again, Negevin.
Curl.
Hard, bud. Curl.
Curl.
Let's roll.
Yeah,
hard.
And now they'll roll
Good
more
shot.
than a rock, and they'll go all the way back edge of the 4.
You can feel it in front of the hack when you're sliding in from the pebbling. Yeah.
Good throw, Ram. Good job, bud.
This is one that Ben was talking
That's
about.
to your point. The ice makers do give a little pebble to the slide pad.
Third?
In a curling club, you hardly notice it, but in the arena, the ice is so hard. The water's so pure, and you can really, it feels rough underfoot.
Turn, Cupsy. Thin quarter. Is that an in or an out?
That's an in. That's an in, yeah.
Similar to the one he didn't make against Brad Gushue. Remember, he made it, but ran the second rock straight back and accidentally jammed it.
Has he got a double here? As we play in 6. Carruthers threatening to get the 2 right back. Bland, here we go. Coming across, you got it? Sure he does. Brad Jacobs. Nothing safe.
Very nice. Great call, Mark. Nice boys.
If he'd made that against Brad Gushue, he'd arguably be 10-0.
Come on. Fucking right.
The shot. Kind of didn't matter where Reed rolled there, was it?
No, there was always going to be something
Yeah.
available for Brad because he made that nice
Yeah,
roll on
yeah.
his first.
Just a little.
Now looking for the blank.
Really gotta go.
Really gotta go.
Uh-oh.
Really gotta go.
Hard
Snyder.
cat. Hard cat.
What do you got? Oh, and he's going to make the mistake. Sticks around. Carruthers forced to take a single. Jacobs with a beautiful double. Last November, the curling world was saddened by the passing of longtime curling writer for the Winnipeg Sun, Ted Wyman. Every year, the Paul McLean Award is presented in honor of our late producer and executive producer who died much too young back in 2005 at the age of 39. This year, we're pleased to, in memoriam, award Ted the Paul McLean Award and Brian with the presentation to his son, Chris.
Weed's good.
Mine's good. Mine's good. I'd love to see it curl. I'd love to see it curl.
Back butt.
I'd love to see it curl. Mine's
3-2.
Mine's great. Whoa, 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 Brett, easy, Brett.
It's a mistake. Flat out a mistake. Looking for the blank by Carruthers. Gives up the single and gives that hammer right back to Jacobs, who leads at 3-2. Has last rock now here in 7 playing the Redstones.
Good bounce back by Jacobs too, because he, as it unfolded in the previous end, if he'd hit the paint on his first one, he would have scored 3. And all of a sudden, and then you miss that one there. Reed gets his 2. It's tied, and you're thinking, uh-oh.
Clean.
That was a big double.
Weight's
No,
close.
mine's good.
Weight's good.
Mine's
Clean.
good, clean.
Yep.
Gotta go a bit.
Room.
Clean.
Weight's
No,
there.
mine's good.
Carruthers, they're not quite in the
right on.
desperate to steal mode at this point.
Line.
But
Line on
they really cannot give up a 2 here, so they're going to have to force the issue a little bit.
Curl. Curl.
Man, did that ever curl?
Yeah, I know. He's just losing it a bit.
Wow.
I think you're just
Think
peeling.
just one, Cup.
Just one peel. Yeah, let's play real smart here.
Good, Brett. Get it on the line, bud.
Lead.
Red. Good, Brett.
For sure.
I went.
Maybe even 2 more cards.
Intern rep.
Whatever you like.
Hey, back.
How
back.
much more do you want? Like this?
Like 5 feet.
How aggressive
maybe
do you
runs a
have
bit
to
better.
be here?
It'll run
Do
a
you
hair
think
better,
that
but yeah. Give us a little bit
Carruthers
more.
has to be now, having just given up a point, unexpected point? They have to fight to get this hammer switched around pretty quickly.
Okay, easy.
Yeah, for
Line's
sure,
good.
Vic, but I think Joanne said it right. You're,
Clean.
you know, you're only 1 down here. There's lots of time left. If this happens to be a blank, because it's not, you have to blow it up because the angles aren't good. That's not the end of the world. You know, get a force and 8.
I heard the front end say they thought they might throw another guard or two just to delay the play in the race. I thought they might protect that tight guard just for a couple of shots, assuming that Jacobs would waste a few rocks and clear it off, just wait a little later in the end so they have less time to clean up the house.
And he would have.
Straight peel.
Skinny half, Brett.
Just give me an inch more.
Clean. Yep.
A little bit.
Yeah, right to it. Hurt. Yep. Hurt.
Good job, Mark.
Real good.
Very nice.
Didn't want to tick that yellow.
Good sweep.
Shots.
Okay, bud.
Place it.
Couple guards.
Yep.
2. Yeah.
4. Those mine here in water.
They're fine to the touch center line with this guard. They don't need to straight guard
not curling
their
very
yellow.
much.
They're
Yeah,
happy
I
to
think
leave
that's
that
pretty good
piece
idea.
open if they ever got a chance to maybe play a little tap.
BJ Neufeld, as we play here
Not
in
bad.
7.
3.
Little
Go
bit.
a bit.
Line's good.
Let's go a bit.
Over
Line's
curling
good.
if anything.
3. Gotta go for weight
Go
a bit.
ahead. Go ahead.
We can go for weight.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Come on, bud. Let's get it to 3.
Hard,
Whoa.
Connor.
Whoa. Whoa. Stay close. Stay close. to
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep. Yep.
Good. Good.
Nice shot. Good shot.
That's a 1-2.
You're peeling the guard.
Shot me.
You're Jacobs in this scenario. I mean, it is kind of tempting to try to get a second one in there. They're shot.
Yeah, you might see that on the next one.
Mark Kennedy.
Clean. Great throw, Mark.
It's kind of funny in this situation. Reed doesn't want to go around too early, and either does Jacobs if he decides to sit too.
What's the plan?
Brett's so funny. What's the plan, guys?
That's more. Not much more.
Is that more ice?
Same.
Can I just have a shade more?
You want a little more?
Yeah, I like that.
Well, what is the plan, Joe? What do you think it should be here?
Well, that's
for
Brett
both
asking,
sides?
you know, do we push to try to get our 2 here? Do we get in there first? Because BJ's throwing another guard. You have to assume if Alberta peels this
Weight's
guard,
better.
Weight's good.
Carruthers will make a play in the house. Probably try to come around the staggered rocks to back 4.
But the other thing, too, Alberta does have the last rock here, Russ.
Yeah.
Why can't you go first? Why can't Jacobs go first?
Well,
They're already sitting one.
Yeah, you might see it here. I got thinking if that yellow that was just dropped, if it guarded the yellow rays,
Good throw, Beej.
then they'll come around it. But now it's tempting. Reed can tap that yellow and sit 3.
He's got him thinking.
So what do you do with that yellow? You can't do anything. So the best defense might be an offense
We
here.
either have a double off his shooter or we got the run back.
Run back?
If we peel, it looks like we're forced. If we freeze the back, he's probably going to plant this under. If he doesn't lose his shooter, we play the double back.
Do we
if
need
he loses
to,
it, we're running this back on your first. He might just freeze bump this. I'm not sure.
What do you like, Mark? I'm leaning towards that.
Hey.
I mean, he makes a play here. If we make a double, we still have a chance at a deuce.
We might be
But
getting forced here,
we're probably always
we are
scoring.
forced here.
We're
We're forced.
Okay, well, what did you guys like?
Well, I like to freeze the back, but
Okay, if he makes this little short runner, though, it's...
then we have to make the runner.
He's playing hit and roll in the red to lie 3.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. It's good. This is fine. Feel.
It's one of those situations that nothing's, the 3 or 4 options that I heard, none of them are wrong.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh, clean. Good.
And good they are.
Pick.
Slider
Mark.
pick.
Slider pick. Good shot. Boy.
Very nice. The cone, man. Sweep. Oh, I hit some cones.
He's referring to curlers when they're practicing their line of direction. They'll have a laser. They'll slide through cones.
Crazy to play that intern hit roll, that red one. That's a force, isn't it?
How does this spread out?
Yeah, I mean, you could. It's.
I was like, where's he going?
Never touched the yellow.
Slider grabs some debris, so
you're just being pulled to the right.
changes line of direction.
Okay, Ram. Sounds good.
I think I like this.
Okay, yeah. What kind of speed, sir?
Control.
Okay, you got it, Ram.
Could come around these to back 4. It's a pretty precise shot. This is a good call too. They'll sit 2, maybe 3.
Slight stagger too, Russ.
Yes.
Good to use that as your advantage.
Hold it.
The way Jacobs is playing, it's unlikely for a steal, but you've got a wonderful chance to force here now.
Whoa, 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 girl, girl, girl,
Schneider.
girl. Shooter. Okay, not bad.
It's all 3.
So they are sitting 3 at the moment, Carruthers, but grouped.
Might be a triple the way Jacobs can throw it.
Good spot.
You can make it this way, right?
Yeah.
And you never know.
Yeah. It's really close. Yeah. I think you do move it. Yeah, I love it.
Hair high side with the outturn. You've got the gear effect. Might kick that over.
Make it to light 2.
You only have to move that top yellow, Joe, what, 3 inches? You don't have to get it out. You'd like to get it out.
It is, I know.
But even if we just make that back double, it's pretty tasty.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, Reed saw it as soon as he rolled.
Yeah.
Make the double, and we're always gonna have a shot.
Still got to make the 8-foot double, though. That's not automatic. Get the right side of the back one. The shooter will roll to our left and doesn't have to move that much.
Brad Jacobs with last rock. This is his first. Made a wonderful double in the 6th, and then Carruthers couldn't blank. Forced to take the single. Has he got something here? Has he got a double? Glenn with him. Pang. Got it. And away it goes.
Touched it.
Good job. Just one, but it's good.
Really nice.
Don't know if you got it.
No, I don't think so. That's still great.
Yeah, good spot.
Yeah, priority number 1 was making this double. He did nudge it, but I think they're just sitting 1.
Probably have to do this, I guess.
I think we're rolling. Yeah. I think I still like the out, Beach.
Okay.
Seen it.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can trust that this intern will curl. So similar to the intern you threw going the other way.
Yeah, it'll curl. Yeah. I just
don't
thinking,
like how straight this outturn is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Control weight. So control weight at the end. This is gonna move. Something like that.
That's well thought out. So BJ, this outside in
2 feet
is just running so straight here. So you can't nose this and leave a double for Brad. They need to get some movement.
Like 2 feet, he's
and
gonna have
roll.
a double.
Well, it might jam, right? Yeah, maybe.
Look, I think we're trying to do this.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Playing the side that curls, it brings the sweepers into it a little bit more with the directional ability.
Last resort, you can roll to that red one.
Control weight.
Yeah, roll it right over there, Ram.
Control weight.
Control? Okay, you got it, Rama. Speed's been great, bud.
Has the lead, 3-2. Jacobs. The winner will move on
Okay, easy control.
here in Kelowna.
Little light.
Yep.
Pretty light.
Hard.
Schneider.
Really gotta go.
It'll curl here if he's light.
Hard.
trying to hold it up for him.
What do you
Here we
want me
go.
to do?
You're going to roll it away? No, he'll group it.
Whoa. This is an automatic, though.
Maybe a little careful.
Yeah.
What,
Just wondering if it's maybe less
squirting
weight.
through?
8?
That too. If you hit the right-hand
heel
one
and just
thick to
make
miss
it.
the red Vic, you could roll
Are we
across
ever
the top.
touching that, Mark? Let me just see here.
Well, like to touch it, you're hitting here.
I was thinking like 8, just because
Yeah,
I think it's popping up.
You're spinning.
Crazy to play this because we've been playing a couple of them.
I don't like it.
But it is an option, Cubs, because okay.
I just like 8, and I think we hit a third, and I think we're fine. Don't you think so?
If you hit too much of this
Right there.
to make sure you go low,
Right.
the shooter with speed could roll like that.
You see something else?
Third of a rock, 8. Give me firm. It's
Yeah.
good.
So they're not going to whip this. They're going to throw 8-second hit. So it's 8 seconds between the hog lines, kind of somewhere between normal and peel.
Therefore, they can hit it a hair thicker and try not to jam in that red one. We know, we just talked about how straight this is. It looks like an easy double, but it could be a steal of 1 at the same time.
Final stone for Brad Jacobs.
Easy.
1/8 of a stone.
Back this up, Brad.
Brett Gallant.
Come on, Brad.
Mark Kennedy, line call. Here we go. Got one. Oh, watch the jam, and they'll avoid everything. Well thrown, well called. Jacobs adds 2 more. They lead it by 3. Connor Negerman throws the lead stones for the Manitoba champions from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg. Find themselves in a bit of a hole now as we welcome you back on this Saturday afternoon championship weekend in Montana's Brier from Kelowna. They go to the 8th. Trailing by 3. Reed Carruthers does have last drop as the Hammer playing the Yellowstone.
It's another end that flipped at the last second. You know, Reed was sitting to sit 3 ho-hum, and he just rolled a couple inches too far. Double was made, then he had to roll back, couldn't do it.
Go ahead, Mark. A little soft, too. Hit it for line, Mark.
Yeah, always marks.
We're close.
Weight's good.
We're close.
Right
Top
around
button,
here.
guys.
We're close.
Line's good. Always marks. 14-7. 14-7.
Never needs to curl.
14-7.
Yep,
Right here,
yep,
Mark.
yep, Keep going, keep going. Great spot, boys.
Great sweep. Attaboy, Brad.
Shot.
Draw there for now. You guys like this?
14-7 gives you that hog-to-hog standard measurement time. It gives the curlers some great feedback, but I always watch what it does hog line in because nobody's putting a watch on that, and they judge that beautifully.
I had heavy.
You played in a couple finals where it got really slow late in the game and down the middle.
Yeah, that's 8th end is exactly when you start looking for it. It might not see it on the watch, but you can definitely see it on the feel or on the sweep.
Yeah, because in that scenario, the hog to hog, the rock would still run beautifully. It's once it gets to that center.
Whoa.
Okay. All right, Cat.
Okay, good.
Pick this side.
Out if we could.
Board.
Board. 11 cups.
Sure.
Heavy board.
Okay.
Like that?
Love it.
Love the
Clean.
Weight's good.
I got close to a 10.5.
Patient.
Clean.
Yep.
Whoa.
Little heavy.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Clean.
Clean.
Yep. 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 Go ahead, Ben.
Brett
Hard all the way.
Keep going.
Hard all the way.
Yep,
Roll it out.
Roll it out. Roll it out. Roll it out.
And rolls it out, he does.
So good. I like what happened there, too. You know, they're getting hair tight in time, and Gallant, who's the most important person in that particular shot, yelled down, said, I want 11.5, and let's roll it out. He was like the skip in that spot.
I was wondering if we could
save some time.
hit the top one, roll over here, and
I could go.
get that kind of behind.
Remembering, of course, he was the skip in all those PEI junior years,
Radio
right?
out turn deep around the stagger.
That's what I was just asking B.
I think you could save that.
Try to use the stagger.
Well, you might not get it, though. No. Well, you can't save it if you're going to
Have to rearrange some of these reds that are in the rings because you can't make a come around the corner and sit and out count any of them your fourth shot.
What kind of weight, sorry, Beach? Hack weight, hit in half. Okay.
Yeah, try to make the roll, but also push these reds kind of behind the tee line, something to jam on.
Weight's good?
Yep.
Hard. Little down
Really
if
gotta
anything.
Kathleen Schneider.
Hard!
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 Hard! Roll it!
Yellow, yellow.
Roll it!
Yep.
And roll it over. They'll get rid of one. Still leaves Jacobs hitting the 2.
Yeah, roll in front of the reds, okay.
10.5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting a little curl on these guys.
I don't mind a hair more if you want it.
Just a little more for me. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, this is Mark knowing his throw left-handed. So for everyone else, this is the out-turn side. And out-turns just as a whole will run a little bit straighter than an in-turn. So he's asked for a little bit extra, knowing his in-turn will come up.
Clean.
Smart.
Yep. Hairline. Yep.
Good. Easy, fine. Easy.
Wait's
fine.
Wait's okay.
Easy.
Mark Kennedy.
Curl.
Now Hebert.
Clean.
Clean. Hard. Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett.
To the nose they are. Bang. And through it goes.
Ooh, that was an adventure.
Panic like veterans. Panic. Curl panic. Well, it's a great way.
Well, you know, like nothing's automatic out there. And this team, the intensity level is the same for a wide open takeout as it is for the run triple.
Yeah, and
It's
again,
just who they are.
back to what Vic was saying, it's all about rock management, get that location right, and that's perfect.
Look if you want.
They just miscalled. Mark had that short run back in the 6th end, and they just mismanaged it, or it was the 5th end. And had he not mismanaged it, it was almost a 2 for Carruthers.
Higher than it to freeze it, like
You got to throw.
you have to throw the in-turn, don't you, to roll high enough? What do you kind of say?
The end?
Yeah, I said normal weight.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, let's make it.
You're going to roll it over to the corner, are they?
I think they're rolling around the corner guard. I think so.
Clean.
All right.
Clean.
With that weight call.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's really hard.
Gotta go.
BJ
Really gotta
Neufeld.
go. Hard cat. Hard cat.
Now and underneath. Wow.
Okay, good throw.
That seemed to curl unnaturally. I'll see what they say.
Okay.
Whoa.
Just kind of getting gross.
Getting a little mucky, yeah.
Getting mucky.
Mucky, there you go.
Want to peel a guard?
Okay, bud.
Yep. Which one do you want to peel?
Pick one, Benny.
That never should have curled that much.
Yeah, I heard Reed under his breath say it looked like it picked. Sometimes if the surface gets a bit soft.
There, eh?
Yeah, they're using the word mucky, so
Yeah, loosen the ice a bit.
yeah,
for
pebbles
sure.
worn down, so the rocks can
Nice and true here.
travel a little slower. They can kind of take a different trajectory. So how you combat that is you just gotta have a broom on everything.
I talked to Connor a couple days ago about that exact situation. He said, you know, because they had a couple do that in the game we featured. He said he believes a lot of it is the impressive brushing on both teams. You had two good brushing teams. They could rip that pebble off in spots.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of chatter about the foams on these brooms, and they're as firm as they've ever been, which means they're very effective in dragging the rock, but they also wear down the ice significantly.
Way too effective.
100%. Like, if this is chasing.
It's a red double available here, so BJ's just going to play the come around.
T-line.
Try to get fully buried.
Tighter line. You got to sweep this.
Yep, line.
You got to sweep this. You got to sweep this. Okay,
Schneider.
Line.
Just in when we get by.
Whoa. Whoa. Where?
Just
Weight's
in.
good.
Whoa.
Just in.
Never curl. This one's gonna have to sit.
We gotta.
No. We want him to play that. Okay.
Kind of throwing Brett's shot. He ended up being about a 10-6 on his.
Okay.
What are you trying to throw me? 11?
He wanted that to
11,
stop
11 and a half.
a few rocks higher, because then Jacobs would have had to be very careful about the jam here. But
Okay, what are you throwing? I was thinking boards.
Guys, are we nosing or rolling out?
Either one. Either one, Mark.
Okay, 11 and a half.
Yeah, I was just thinking there was a few that curled out here, so I was kind of aired on that in mind, but I like that ice for you.
I like that.
Nail it.
Away, Cupsy.
Skip Stone's here in 8. Brad Jacobs.
Weight's good.
Little heavy, 10.5. Clean. 11.
Clean, you're rocking.
Clean. 11. Clean. 11.
Clean. Curl.
Go ahead,
Evert.
Ben.
Straight now. Straight now. Straight now. Straight now. Straight now.
Land some late licks, and they'll roll it away.
Good. Attaboy. Good.
Well managed
Great
again.
shot.
Yeah, if that rock is a little bit higher in the house, just
What did I
biting the
get,
rings,
11?
that could have had jam potential. It just slid a little too deep.
5, okay.
Don't fully out-turn.
They've done that a lot. Just that 2 feet heavy didn't hit it over girls.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Maybe even firm. I'll take a look from the hack.
Yeah.
But for normal, give me there.
Okay.
Normal weight.
Okay. Control, you said, Ram?
Rolling under the yellow.
Rolling under the yellow, okay.
Yeah.
What's the speed, sorry?
Normal.
Normal, okay. Sounds good. You got it.
They've made some
I'm gonna
really
throw
precise
8.5. Give me
hit
a
and
hair
rolls
less.
over the course of the week. They need one now. If anything, I would be tempted to show Jacobs a little bit on the left side, just because they've played that outside in so many times.
Making that look easy.
Weight's good.
Great Carruthers.
Whoa, curl. Curl.
Drawing there wasn't working.
Curl. Curl.
Schneider. Oh, no. And
Try
little wreck on the guard. Gets rid of one of the
Good
Jacob
try.
Stones.
Good try, Ram.
It's that time of the game, and you got to take some chances. And he had to scare that guard to make what he wanted. There's no use rolling and leaving it wide open.
A little bit, buddy.
It's
It's a 14-5.
difficult that you play your worst game or have your worst game in one where you must win. The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Yeah, it's not the draws that let Reed down. 100% on those. Just had a hard time with precision on his hits.
I'd love to make this a carbon copy of the left-hand one so that Reed either has to hit roll or draw against 2.
Yeah, I kind of liked it, I think.
Early room. Back.
Just wait.
Stay close.
Tracking like it's heavy.
A little heavy here.
No, it's pretty good.
No, it's good.
Curling nice now.
Line's good. It'll be Ben's rock, though.
My rock.
No, I think.
Yep, Ben's rock.
Ben's rock.
Just get out of the 4-foot here. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go,
More,
go,
Ben.
go. Good, good, good.
And they're even, aren't they?
Good. Good line call. Great weight, Cupsy.
And then it's tricky to, I guess you could hit the right one dead on. Well, maybe not. So it's a hit and roll. Hit and rolls aren't easy. We know that. So it forces Reed to draw.
You need like a 14-2.
Yeah, you bet. 14-2, 14-4.
This way, Jacobs, in theory, any mistake steals 2.
My track, yeah. Oh, you got it, Ram. Put this on the list. Yeah.
They talked about it being a little bit soggy.
I think the whole sheet's getting a little bit slower. You can be a little positive. 100%.
There you go. So if Reed doesn't know that, this stops top 8.
Separation, but if they're welded.
Okay, that should be a little hard.
Got a little kill on
Line's fine.
Yeah, I think it's
Final Stone drawing against 2.
Okay, off it.
And needs a little bite of the 4.
Line's fine.
Never need
And they've backed away.
Stay close.
Schneider, negative.
It's got to stop. Still there.
Right in the slide path, it should slow down.
And by itself, and settles down.
It's a 13-6.
Boy, that is a much-needed single.
What was it? 13-6.
Jacob still leads it, and he'll have last rock when we come back. Four sheets installed here at Prospera Place. Only one in play now since we're down to the championship weekend. Connor Negavan unable to get it over, and it's a must because Carruthers trails by 2 as we welcome you back. Brad Jacobs with Last Rock has the hammer playing the Redstones here in 9.
No, same weight. Yeah, I got heavier. Root. Line is good.
Just a little heavy, guys.
There is one center line guard up already. Jacobs and Hebert have gone in behind.
Wait, we're almost to it.
Curl.
We are
curl,
to it.
Curl, line it up. Curl, curl, curl.
Come on, Mark.
Curl.
Come on. Good. Beauty, bud. Attaboy.
Greased it.
You greased.
Is intern better round? A little better angle?
Yeah, I think it's a better angle though.
Yeah, okay.
To move them, right?
Do this a couple angles.
Yeah, you got it.
Just because that
Hold on.
guard is...
Hold on.
14.
Just move it a
Yeah,
bit.
14-2 is good. Yeah, move
I
them
love
a little
trying
bit.
to bump.
Back 4.
It's gonna give you kind of like top 4 weight. You guys
Yep.
think good?
Clean.
Little light.
Go ahead.
Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Easy.
Weight's good.
Room.
No, line's good. Clean.
good.
Clean.
Back eight.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Back 8.
Line.
Back 4.
Neufeld.
Back 4.
Hard, Beach.
Back
You gotta get
forward.
one.
Clean.
Come on, go.
Clean.
Keep going for weight.
Clean. Clean.
And down to it.
Easy.
Nice.
Attaboy. Good shot. Very nice.
Heal forever.
Definitely slowing down a fraction, and you know when you see a hog rock, you think, "Oh my goodness, it's the ice is." But they were trying to drop it 3 feet over the hog line, so he was only off by maybe 2% of what he was trying to do.
Yeah, those high guards, usually the ice is a little bit tighter than the path to the middle because they don't have as long to curl, so they can be in the sludge or the slower portion a little sooner.
Yeah. Take the intern side, yeah.
Thrower sometimes has to think about just like a light halfway guard, and then usually it'll stop, but he was just trying to get as much separation as possible.
Yeah, it's just straight wear and tear eventually. When you think about how
Line's good.
physical the brushers are now.
Clean.
Like
Yep.
2 practices, 9 ends of curling, and
Just a 2.
the pebble's not going to last forever.
Pretty high. Leave it over.
Okay, over and off. Over and off.
I think over and off. Over and off.
Whoa,
Over and off.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
To get it to this side. Yeah. No, I know.
It's fine. It's still
Good.
peelings.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Nice shot.
Put her on the line, Brett.
You heard them say peel forever because if this was Reed's last shot, once his guard's removed, what does Reed do?
Didn't want to back it up early.
Nice, Brett. Real good.
Just don't fall on it.
Shots. Good job, Brett.
Good.
So they have to make a move earlier than Reed's last shot.
Yeah, it's 2 shots to get to shot rock here because of that stagger.
Alberta knows that, so they're content to throw bullets.
Little late.
Little
BJ Neufeld as we play third stones
2.
here in the 9th.
Clean. Go ahead.
It's gonna go a mile. This curls so much.
Distance.
Okay.
Line and distance.
Okay. Same
good.
spot as Catlin's.
Clean.
Same as Catlin's.
Clean. Clean.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Have you ever? I know it's very slow.
Like the end?
Wait for me.
Clean.
And that is likely due to, we showed you earlier, those
got the yellow.
early games when I think,
Really nice, Mark.
Beauty.
I think they scored 40 points in their first 3 games. So
4 back 8.
opposition will also dictate maybe the number of steals allowed.
Interesting, their tactics though, like when you're playing a lower seed, sometimes you don't want to take big risks. You can just kind of run it up and down the sheet and make the ones you're supposed to make. But they really forced the issues against every team this week. Got lots of rocks in play. That can burn you.
Yes.
It can put you in a hole. And all these teams are fully capable of playing. But credit to them and their intensity, their precision. And I think that's what's prepared them so well for the playoffs.
It does warp in there. So.
You get shade less?
Back 4.
Just trying to play yellow onto red, tap that red beside the red that's in the back of the button, make a little pocket.
The danger with these all the time, because this is the right call, is if you
Gotta go big for speed.
cue up the yellows on a bit of an angle, they're going to be gone. That's into the slower stuff.
Weight's good.
Hard.
Weight's good.
Hard. Get hard. Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, real nice.
Nice job, Beach.
That's
Really
as good as it gets. Fantastic.
Good throw, bud.
Nice shot. Jeez, it looks like absolute rockets now. Eh?
I know. And you're sweeping.
Just
Snyder.
Weight's good.
so well managed.
Weight's good.
Hard. Get
When the ice gets like this as a sweeper, you feel like you're sweeping every single rock just to keep the life alive.
And I can't imagine, Joe, you'd know better than me how effective you're going to be on when it gets a little soft.
Yeah, usually you feel like you can add a few feet, but sometimes it feels like you're just keeping it from
I feel like
stopping.
this is just kind of like that, too, maybe.
If we do this,
What?
if you roll out, we roll out.
Oh, this is going to be hard to kill. I like just blasting this, jam this in
Sure.
here. One rock on one. He's going to throw a guard.
There's
we
a
feel.
chance that this jams and rolls right
Yeah,
there.
there's a chance.
That's the only thing I was thinking.
Well,
But we got to
doesn't
get rid
change
of
anything.
No.
Okay,
Just
He
seeing a
guards, we
blast.
I just wanted you to take a look, boys.
It looks like if I hit, like I think do I want it to drag more or less?
Well, I'd
More.
like to see you hit
Half a rock.
Half?
thick half. The harder you can hit it, I think the less
We don't want
chance
to
of
pick
it
it clean, 'cause then we
freezing
chip
here.
it into that freeze. We want to
Oh,
lose
I know,
our red.
I know.
Thick half, Mark.
I would,
Thick half.
if it was me, I'd hit it like dead on and probably kill both reds.
What I just hit is good.
Like this top one's gone with the speed that Kennedy can generate. Get it thick.
Final stone for Mark Kennedy. Looking for a thick half.
Clean. Clean.
Short. Double.
Shot, Mark.
Into their own. Bang, bang. And they'll leave it right
Great
there.
shot.
You heard Hubert say that's
Perfect,
fine.
Mark.
1 on 1. We'll just go rock for rock now.
Beauty.
They got a bit of drag there, which was good. They were a little worried that it would, the yellow would hit the shot rock and kick our way and be kind of frozen.
Looking for like a 4, boy? 4.5?
Yeah, 4.5.
Egg kind of thing?
Okay, 4 height there, comment.
Yeah, you bet.
Speed getting better now that we've swept a few, you think, or is it still kind of
This ice, you should be okay. Yeah, this ice, you should be okay.
No, I mean the speed. What's speed like?
It's 5 feet slower than it's been.
Yeah,
Once you
you're
get
like
to the middle.
you're like 14.2 to the button right now. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good, precise information. So Reed can probably feel like he's throwing a top house draw for this guard.
Okay, weight's good.
Mine's good. Mine's good.
Hair
Mine's
light,
fine.
maybe?
3. Gotta go for
Hard line.
speed.
Line's good.
Schneider.
Keep it
We're
sliding.
gonna get these really
Line's
tight.
good.
Yeah, I know.
Line's
Where?
good.
Just gotta go for speed. We're just a
Hold
3.
in. Go ahead. Hard.
We're not even a 3. What are we going for line?
Got a good one.
Whoa, whoa. Get.
Covered it.
Sweet.
Okay, nice shot, bud.
Spot. Thought it was going to look like a juicier chase. But
Pretty
it
good
doesn't.
guard, man.
Straight peel or your
Straight peel.
I think that's pretty much the perfect guard. If you look at the distance it is from the center line.
Yes.
And it's so long that Brad won't take on a run back.
House is a little slower, so
That makes the
Yeah.
chase, the lightweight come around tap. It makes it harder to remove it from the forefoot. So try to make another perfect one.
I think if Jacobs had to, he could have got it with the out turn. But that, you know, if you ever, you know, knows your own, they sink another one, they steal 2.
Hard, Ben. Hard.
Yep. Hard. Hard, Ben. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Watch out.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Kind of thought it was grabbing.
Plug it.
Jeez.
Yeah, that gets the crowd.
Sorry, Mark.
Our murmur going.
So Brad looked back right as he let it
Yes.
go. It
Can't really guard.
just went
'cause
inward
you
on
can do
release.
this, right?
Yeah.
Can't guard both.
Yeah, they're running out of pebble here.
Got to move that a little bit somehow.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable because it.
If I nose.
The guard's still out there too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is okay.
I could just bite too and make them.
Well, just it's really hard to like take away that and that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate that. I don't hate trying to bite because if you're here and he throws this and hits this thin or thick, this might hang around.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Right?
Okay. So you're thinking
And if
bite
it's
it,
thin, they don't
bite it
go
so
for
that if he, he's probably not playing that if we're biting though.
I think I quite like this.
Yeah. That's pretty darn good, isn't it?
So what are we trying to do?
He's got the hardest doubles. Hardest doubles. This is not a super easy
So
double.
he'll probably just nose this and give us one.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Okay.
Like, I think ideally maybe it's like this.
A hair, more
like
of that.
this. Just
yeah,
like
you're right. He does.
tuck an inch.
He will just nose it.
You don't even really have to tuck it. Like,
Is it
even
better
if you're
to-
there.
Is it better to be here, guys?
Well, we just got to. What
He's
do we
running
want
a
him
double, but he
throwing?
could stuff it, right?
Right, and he can still only...
So I think that's the shot.
Sure.
This
yeah,
is the
I like
shot.
that. Okay.
And if I'm hair heavy, we just take it to spot
curl
2.
it a hair.
Yeah, 'cause I don't
okay.
like leaving him the nose to
Okay.
give us one.
Yeah.
Even if we just bite the house and we're right in the middle of those.
That type of thing, or maybe even
like I think edge
even a
on
little
edge.
tighter into this type of area.
Yeah.
Probably the best.
That forces a tough double, or this crazy double where you've got to hit it, and this rock goes like that. Houses are so slow. I'm not positive Jake could make that thin double the way it sits right now, Joe. So you almost leave that one, I think.
Bite the 8 round?
Because if you don't guard the wide one,
I think this will be
it's a wide open hit to give up a steal of 1, which Jacobs at this point will be pretty happy about. You could almost guard the pocket really between the two of them.
Okay, a little heavy right now.
Easy con.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Little for line.
Weight's close. Top 8. Weight's good.
Can't let it get to the middle.
Go ahead. Go ahead a
Line's
bit.
good.
Like to go a hair for weight. No,
Pass
weight's
the
good.
curl, little.
Easy. Whoa. Weight's good.
Okay.
Weight's
Pass the
heavy.
curl.
We're heavy.
Still
We're
in the
to
good
it.
stuff. Has to curl to slow down.
Let it die.
Freeze it. Freeze it.
It's,
Yep.
Hard, hard, hard.
Yeah, they're going to come deeper than they thought.
Okay, not bad.
Not bad.
It's actually not bad.
Not bad. Good shot.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That's pretty good.
Well, this looks kind of hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't see that being there. I'm seeing this. That's all I'm seeing.
Whoa.
Couldn't have stopped in a better spot. I'm not sure that's there, hitting it this way. Hitting
I'm
it
seeing low, Brett.
there, because I don't think you get this rock.
No, no, no.
You have to play
The other
it very
way.
tight to that guard.
You're right. I don't think they've looked at that yet. I think this is safer, but you've got to get it
And I just
really
think that
thin.
It's probably like it's not going very far, is it?
No, it's not.
And we're never drawing?
No.
No.
Well, we're either
Cheaper
throwing a
shot.
bomb and trying to go
Yeah,
tick, tick.
that's
Yeah, I
the
like
call.
that.
Bomb and
That's
trying
the
to hit a
call.
quarter.
I like that.
And
I
if
like
he gets 2, he gets 2.
You can't get, okay, as
I
long
like
as it's not
that.
3 there.
Yeah. Play those top 2. It's like a tick tick, eh?
It's a tick, tick.
Yeah.
Jacobs has only given up 3 stolen points
Don't get rid of any of them.
in the event. Remember yesterday, Carruthers against McEwen, and the steal of 2 in 6 had everybody
You don't get
talking.
rid of any of them.
Will we be talking again about stolen points here for Carruthers as we play in 9?
I'm going to throw it properly.
Okay, okay.
You got it, bud.
Little less.
The other thing
Little
to
left.
think about here is kill one rock and you're tied with hammer, so you don't have to be too cute here. But I think if he hits about 2 inches of his speed, he can get all 3 of them moving.
We're going to find out right now. Here we go. It is Carruthers sitting the 3. Final stone. Brad Jacobs backing up. Gallant backing up. Bang. Oh, and they're going to give up a steal of 2. Here we go again. Carruthers stole 2 yesterday and went on to win it. Don't look now. You never know what's going to happen in this one. This must win. 3 versus 4 qualifier at the Montana's Brier here in Kelowna. So Carruthers with another big steal of 2, just the way he did yesterday against Mike McEwen. But here we go to 10 now, and it is Jacobs with last rock coming home, playing the Redstone.
Well, 13.75.
So centers go up, and around comes Jacobs.
13.7 on his first one.
And Reed's last, it just ended up in the absolute perfect spot.
Yeah, it did. Curls a couple inches more. There's probably a triple to blank the end. Wow.
Don't blink in this one.
We were saying in the break, Vic, if you tried to predict halfway through an end in this game what the score would be at the end of that end, you'd be wrong every end.
Line's good.
We go around it, round.
Okay.
Clean.
Clean. Back four.
And the other thing was they hogged a rock.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
Brothers.
That's right.
Yep. Yep.
Hogged a rock and stole two.
Not bad.
You ever like picking that? We like the double peel. Okay, so it looks like 2/3.
A little bit of hurry up curling here for Alberta. They're down to 2 minutes of thinking time here. They do still have their timeout, but that's not a ton of time to have conversations.
Girl.
That's again. You know, as the competition got a little deeper, they gave up some more stolen points. Look out.
Get on.
And they'll drive it by, but that center line open now for Jacobs.
Just about hit the third yellow.
The red.
Go, Brett.
It's halfway between. Probably.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Good job, guys.
Thought we were maybe
Great shot.
Push harder.
Yeah, let's say the ice is slowed down. You heard Manitoba say 5 feet, which is nothing.
Okay.
It's just it just gets in your head.
A little heavy.
So if I'm Jacobs, I'd like to be hitting something with my last one.
Sit for line.
Got to sit for weight. Got to sit for weight.
Yeah, he hasn't
Okay, there it
been
goes.
able to throw too many draws this game because they've been protecting their lead.
Mhm.
Good.
That one. Like, it's good.
I just
For now. We'll eventually make a play before.
Well, when it's all said and done, the game story could be that 9th and the steal of 2. We're tied at 5. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. And away it goes.
Great scrub.
You just want to try and keep the guard a little bit more over here.
Can, yeah. Halfway.
One more, yeah.
Where does he want it?
Well, I think distance-wise, I think a 3 is good.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
What is he thinking?
Yeah, that's hard to regroup. I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt. He reacted when he let that peel go. Like
we can even go a bit.
it kind of curled out in my hand, and
I got you. Got to go wait.
you know that happens.
Yeah, and it's when you're sliding out, and if your rock goes over something, and it can surprise you, and it looked like a reaction of surprise to me.
Yes.
That's good. Nice shot, Beach. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot, bud.
What are you thinking here?
Oh, I mean, there's a couple options.
Alberta doesn't have a ton of time here, but Manitoba has buckets of time, so BJ's going to hang around and talk this through with Reed.
Yep.
Just clean, Brett. Just clean.
Clean.
Mark Kennedy.
Look out.
I don't know. Sweep it, sweep it, sweep it.
And it'll spill.
Jesus.
That's a bad break for Alberta.
Can we now make that double and
Well,
catch on the backside? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a piece of shrapnel now. Well, there's a good example. They could probably make the red triple and save their shooter now, and guarding the shot rock.
I mean, you can't make the double this way. It's just an easy double for him. Like
I wouldn't do this yet.
I'm
but
seeing him not really throwing much weight, whatever we do.
Yeah.
I don't hate the
all of a
freeze
sudden you're
freeze on
sitting
this.
2.
That's what I'm saying. Just freeze the pocket, right?
He's gonna do that, I think.
Just a sliver high there.
Okay.
Well, he's playing this outside one.
What does he play if we guard?
That's fine, I think.
What does he play if we guard? Right now. Because right now we can go like, now we set it up so you can plant this, sit this, right?
Like
that's
if we
a
guard,
good...
it's late enough in the end. He
might just make
I think he's
that.
gonna try and get rid of the yellow.
Yes, that's what I think he's doing.
I don't think we can guard.
Yeah.
I think it's a little.
I didn't mind this shot. It's just he's still probably playing that red-yellow.
Are we ever doing this, like tapping this?
I think we're trying to make as much of a wall as we can.
Tap it and like make the reverse freeze, like reverse freeze underneath here.
More times than not, he's just going to be able to rip this double beach.
Yeah, I know.
That's why we're trying to move it.
If we can get underneath
that's
this,
why we're trying to move it. Like play the.
I don't know if we can't get underneath, then it's not really any good.
I don't think you can. The other shot is to go nose. This rock's here, and let's go here.
That's a good shot too.
And then
rip it
then
that double.
He rips the double, but then we have some sort of freeze.
Yeah.
Can make a pocket on the next one.
Yeah, I'm kind of into that. So tap.
Yeah, I think tap
the red
Let's
behind the
try to get this 2 to right here.
Oh, and we'll be shot too.
Well, it's probably I don't think that matters as much. Just get it behind the tee.
Yeah, but we will be.
Is that a good?
Is that or the freeze?
I
like using the double.
Doesn't he just go yellow, yellow slash, and then aren't we dead?
Yeah.
Well, then we have double reds to work with.
But what are you playing on your first that's going to be any good?
Let's
a big wall.
Let's call.
Okay.
Or underneath this.
Let's call a timeout here.
I don't hate that freeze, boys.
Timeout.
Timeout first and only timeout available. Called by Carruthers.
I'm not seeing that shot.
How come? You can't get rid of it. If he plays this, we have the nose double and a stagger, right?
I'm seeing the freeze more than probably anything else.
I like
right now.
I'm kind of seeing that too now. Yeah.
You like the double tap? Get it to.
I don't, because I don't like him being able to make this.
Rips that, and he might even tickle this back one, and then all over gone.
The best shot, that tap shot.
I don't think
the freeze.
This, get under here with like a soft hack, move this around, and then that gives you your freeze and the.
Connor, you can't.
If you could ever line up the yellows,
you're always just rolling into the side of that
But you're still
red.
pushing it back, Catlin. If you push the other one back, it's still good, right?
And he just rips that.
But you're not trying to miss the other red. You're trying to push the other red behind the tee line. Right?
That's what I was thinking we would try, but
yeah, I just don't think on the nose,
all of them are gone.
Rocks it, it's no good.
Can you get under the one?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
You're always hitting it, and he's got that all day.
Well, you can maybe get under the one with like backline weights and just tickle it and hit this to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would probably be the best.
You think we can?
Yes.
I'm okay with it, but
if you end up pushing this here, great.
Yeah,
we want to push
exactly.
it behind the yellow.
Let's try that.
At some point, you got to move that red
Looks like
top
back
button,
8.
Joanne.
Like back line.
It's either now or the next one.
I think
seen
back
the
line's
out?
close, Beach.
I think it's the intern.
Okay, this will curl
Back
nice.
line.
Yeah, this will curl nice.
Hard to get the line right if it's, let's say, it's slowed down 5 feet, which is something like 4%. It's not that big a deal. It's just easy to overbrush this, waiting for it to die, and it doesn't curl.
Yeah, and you also need to move 2 reds. And usually it's a little dead on impact when the ice gets like this.
Back line.
Yeah, we're right down the center here.
Gotta go.
Catlin Schneider. Got to get
Line, still got
across.
Weight's good.
Tap the red and flip underneath.
Weight's good.
Schneider, and now Negavan.
Gotta go.
You got to get in there and underneath. Oh, a little bit.
Okay, good try.
Just want to hit a little more of that red, move the reds back.
Yeah, I wanted a bit more weight.
Mm-hmm.
Got it, Mark.
That's going through the sludge, right? It looked like he might have helped it because they brushed it immediately, but it just kept going.
Chance to get rid of them both here. Mark Kennedy.
Clean early.
Clean. Whoa.
Curl.
Bryant.
Curl.
And bang. And away they go. Goodness.
99% Mark Kennedy.
Good job, Mark.
I think it was smart to leave the 2 red, too, in some ways.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for Reed to get shot rock here.
Yeah.
Can't get behind them on an intern?
You can, but not for shot.
Okay.
I guess that is a play, though.
That might be the only play, unless if he can tap these and spill them behind the.
Like I was thinking about rolling.
Yeah,
if you could ever roll with this.
If it pushes it, it's great, right?
You just gotta chisel it with easy.
I
and
think
then
it's
just,
more than
yeah, save,
normal.
save
with easy?
5
Normal. I
minutes
see
to talk
normal.
about something.
Normal.
I like this.
Here's curled here.
Yeah.
I think that's close.
Yeah.
Normal weight.
We're looking for 2/3 round?
Yeah.
What are you playing round?
Normal weight.
Okay.
That red might go to a really good spot for us.
For us?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he's rolling.
I'm a little surprised they're playing normal at this. I thought they might play
Are they
lighter,
really?
lighter weight to keep those. Yeah, they want to get the roll.
Wow.
I think objective being to try to force a draw out of Team Jacobs
Yeah.
for the last, so if they can get half buried.
They're hoping it ticks the shot rock and gets it behind this tee line.
Skip Stone's here in 10 of a 5-5 tie. Reed Carruthers.
Curl.
Negative. Now Schneider. Here we go. Neufeld on the line call. Bang. Roll it over. And
That's a
will
good shot.
spill
Nice
and
shot.
sink.
Really nice shot.
For second shot.
Brilliant. Brilliant, because he's got that, almost got that shot rock where he wanted it so he could freeze.
I think,
Right here with the in.
yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, there's a chance you roll it to.
I like that,
It's
Mark.
a good shot.
Make it.
Sorry.
Half a rock, Cupsy? Half a rock. Pick half.
This is a double duty here. You can hit the yellow when it's wide open. We're right behind it. They could hit it, but then that would leave a soft weight hit and roll, and then you're drawing the 4-foot or something. So this, as strange as this looks, is a better result because all the guards are gone if you can make contact with that yellow.
He'll give it a go now, Brad Jacobs.
Whoa.
And his
Whoa.
first.
Whoa, clean. Whoa, curl. Curl. Curl, curl, curl.
Plans.
Guys,
Here we go. Have you
curl,
lined this
curl.
up?
Sit.
You
Okay,
do.
good shot.
Perfect world. Maybe save a biter there.
Yeah,
and
they wanted to dead jam it just to have a catcher if the
Freeze and
perfect
be shot.
little freeze
Leave it
tap is
easy.
made.
Yeah.
It's gonna hit it anyways.
Yeah.
You like trying to make him make the pick? Is that what you're
Yeah, it
thinking?
was an
or-
option. Let's play the big roll. Let's
think
play the
so.
big roll and let's see if he
Maybe he
draws or
rolls
not.
out.
Okay. I'm still going to play the in turn because he's going to play the out turn hit. I don't want to show him that. Okay.
Like control weight, or what are you throwing? Okay.
Control weight. Let's roll it big.
They
Hey, Reed.
didn't look at that. Just tap it a bit. If you get it, sorry, if you get it lined up, that the red just goes back a hair
You good, Cap?
like that. Yellow there. It forces Jacobs to peel it out. If it gets the back one, it's a blank end. I thought they'd do that. This is. I think he's going to hit this or wherever this stops.
It's really hard.
Yeah, unless if you can hang this on the back edge.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Final stone for
Whoa. Whoa.
Reed Carruthers.
Curl. Curl.
Now that's where they
Whoa, curl. Roll it.
where
Roll
will
it.
that
Roll it.
roll, and he'll roll it to the tee line, full in the 8. Timeout being called.
It's a shade unpredictable. So unless that would roll right to the bitter edge, I don't think Jacobs was ever.
Thanks.
The freeze made sense to me, albeit tough.
10.5, Ben.
Yeah, getting a little sludgy, Cupsy.
Yeah, can see that.
Going to keep their weight up a little bit.
We'll manage it for you, Cupsy. Nail that weight, buddy.
Jacobs
Nail the weight.
settles. And we're ready. Final stone. Hit stick for the win to advance to the semifinal.
Weight's good. 10.5.
Clean. Clean.
Clean. Rock all day.
Yes. Clean. Yeah.
Kennedy.
Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett.
Lance.
Hard, Brett.
Stone all day.
Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett.
Gotta go with it.
Right up. Right up. Right up.
And right up to it. Watch it. And there it is. Jacobs with a single to advance to the semifinal. Make the final 6-5. And now they'll move on to tomorrow's semifinal. And they'll await the loser of tonight's 1-2 quarterfinal. My goodness. Down to last rock to decide who goes on. And tonight at 9:30 Eastern Time, it'll be Gushue against Dunstone, the winner through to the final tomorrow. And Jacobs will play the winner or the loser of that one tonight in the semifinal. The top three teams have all advanced now. What a day. Took him to last rock. Jacobs wins it.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
So tonight, we'll figure out who Jacobs will play tomorrow in the semifinal. Gushue got Dunstone, 9:30 Eastern Time, winner right through to the final tomorrow. Again, what a game. Top three teams are the teams left in this year's Montana's Brier. What a game. Some wonderful shot making. We thank Reed Carruthers and the team from the Granite in Winnipeg for all their help throughout the week. We wish them safe travels till we see them again. We'll take a few hours now, and then we'll see you again at 9:30 Eastern Time as we continue on with the Montana's Brier from Kelowna on Canada's sports leader, TSN.